Hello, everybody. So today it's time for my chill and share, which means I'm either off today or, well, I'm off tomorrow actually. But with me today we have got Natasha.
Hello, hi Penny.
How are you, my very good friend?
Sore foot, but yeah.
Sore foot.
Oh, it's very painful.
So I believe you may have had a postman come knocking, and as a result, it's completely changed our stream today.
It has, but I don't know who the person is yet.
You don't know who the person is yet? Okay. Right, I just remembered I've forgotten to do something. So, sorry, guys, I do apologize. So, as always, anybody that wishes to join us, they are more than welcome to. As soon as I get the chance to, I will post the link in the chat. And I will even pin it this time because I'm good like that. Oh my God, we've got 13 people watching me cock my whole show up. Right. So, sorry, guys.
Guess
right.
what? Always the way.
So, always the way indeed. I can't pin my own comment because I've got that stupid love heart in the way.
Oh, I hate that thing. It does me nothing.
I'm gonna have to make a load of comments just so that I can bring it up. There we go. Right. So, top of the chat is a link. If anybody wishes to join us, they are more than welcome to. Now, I'm gonna have to do a catch up on the chat because it seems to have gone a little bit mental. So when I read half of these pre-stream, I thought, oh my God, has my stream started without me or something? Because I couldn't work it out. So Spoon Glue, hi Penny, can you put the lights on, please? It's dark. Hi Penny, it's dark. It's Carl, by the way. I'm back on my laptop. Hi Sprue, hello. So it looks like they're having a good old conversation with each other.
Yeah.
While the stream is going, I'm like, what's going on? I did freak out. I will be honest with you. At least we can't see the spiders. Hi Penny, Michelle, Owen, Carl. Evening Penny from David J.M. Evening folks. Hello David. Hello Michelle. I tell you what, I think it's got something to do with the catching up of comments thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, Carl. Hello, David JM. Hello, everyone. Hello again, David. Evening, Dale, Spoon Glue. DS Models. Hi, Penny and everyone in panel and chat. Hi, Michelle and Sprue. Evening. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dom. Hey, Dave. Hi, Spoon Glue. Evening, Dom. Hi, Michelle's Crafting Corner. Bingo starts in 5 minutes. Peeps, please take a seat. Good evening, Penny, Michelle, and all in chat. Hi, Jeff. LOL, Sprue. Have you got any spare blobbers? Oh, you at the back. Shut up and sit down. Let me get me dobber, Sprue. Eyes down, look in. No, hi, Jeff. Michelle's just told me to get my dobber out. What is going on? Hello, all. Hope there's a jackpot tonight. Do you know what? It's funny you say that. Yes, there is a well, there's a jackpot for one of us, isn't there?
Who?
You.
Yeah.
Hi, Lindsay. Thought it was
I waited a whole week for this.
Yes, I know. Aren't I mean?
You meanie.
Yeah. I thought it was my birthday for a minute. Hi, Sprue and everyone in chat. Hi, all. Sit down and thumbs up. Yeah, don't forget the thumbs up, guys. No likes, no Tahiti. Hi, Lindsay. All the threes, fish and chips and peas. I never heard that one. I like that. Hi, Ian. Hi, Lindsay. Hope you're feeling okay. Okay, Michelle. Thanks. 6 and 9 to chew cat to can chew. 69 dinner for two. You would have to lower the tone. 7 and 6, she was worth it. 6 and 9, nom nom nom. This is my audience for you guys. No, hello DS. Hi Penny. Penny's going to enjoy reading this. Yeah, on its own, number 2. And oh God, pass the paper. Hi Peter. Hi Lord Peter. Hi Lord Peter Webster. Hi Carl Scale Modeling. Hi Dom. Hi Del. Right, Carl, I can see you coming in. Let me just finish the comments. You've caused most of them, so I'm going to make you wait anyway. Lord Peter Webster, hi Dom, hi all. Hi Sprue. Oh, we're going to be here all day, aren't we? Right, we've got a guest just come in. Hello.
Hello.
That looks more like Michelle. How are you, my lovely?
Hi, Penny.
How you doing? This is the voice that I hear so often, but I hardly ever see the face.
This is the voice from the background.
Yes, yes. And it's a lovely voice too, I will say. Let me change this screen because you know I hate this.
I can't hear Penny now.
Can you not? Oh, I can see Carl in the
I'm
background.
not muted.
We can hear you, Michelle.
I've no. It's not muted.
We can hear you, Michelle.
I've no speaker on mine. You'll have to put your speaker on.
Anyway, hello to both of you.
Ah,
there we
go. I
go.
can't hear from my computer. I've got to listen to it from Carl's laptop.
In that case, you're going to 5-second delay then. So we've got a hi Tash. We've got the link that I've just posted and all the dots.
Yeah.
The t-shirt. Oh yeah, this is my Beatles crossed with what's it called? Star Wars t-shirt. How about this ages, guys? Wow. If you go to settings and emojis, you should be able to turn the emotions off. 15 watching, only 6 thumbs. How long can we keep Penny chatting? Well, guys, if you keep me chatting all night, you're going to miss out. Hi, ladies' night. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. What a night. Hi, Terry. Don't know. Let's see.
Give over.
Lord Peter Webster, how are you? Hi, all. It's, is it dull, Carl? I'm good. Cheers, Terry. Big hi to Penny and Crafting Budgie Mama. Yay, Michelle! Smash the like button. Hi, Michelle. Has Penny finished the chat yet? Oh, they're horrible to me, aren't they? We can hear you, Michelle. Hi, Scott. No, not yet. I will be here to help her out. Hi, Baldy in the background. Can see Carl in the background. Is he on producer duty? How's everyone? And that is right. So, right, should we do an unboxing?
Yep, can do when you're ready. But I don't know how I'm going to do this camera.
We'll just long. You can always do that.
Yeah, I can hide my address, can't I?
Here we go,
Which
guys.
one?
This is what I've got.
Which one?
Let me tell people what we're doing first. Otherwise, they'll go, "What's this?" Right, guys. So, sorry, guys, I'm gonna be a bit rude, and I'm gonna put me on slightly bigger. There we go, and then we'll switch around when Natasha's doing the. Oh, sorry, guys, I hurt my back a couple of weeks ago, and it's still hurting. Right. So, a couple of weeks. Well, in the new year, we are going to be doing a project. Natasha has never ever done any scale models before. She doesn't know how easy or how hard it is. So I said, look, I'm going to buy you a starter set and I'm going to send it to you. And I was going to buy it on Amazon and have it sent to her. But then Lidl's happened. For those of you who were not aware, it's probably too late now. They've been selling in the middle aisle the starter sets. But now they're half price, £3.50 each. Poor old Terry's like, well, I don't know how Airfix can do it. Is it the end of Airfix? And all various comments like that. Actually, Aldi had brought some kits out. So I'd said, oh, nip down Aldi and get a couple of kits, which if you want to show us the kits you bought, you can do,
The
Natasha.
first two.
Yeah, the kits that you bought from Aldi.
Okay. 1 second.
Now, the theory was I was going to go down to Aldi and buy the same kits. Unfortunately, I couldn't get down to Aldi and there's no Aldi nearby. So Natasha's on her own with these two kits.
Lovely, isn't it?
Mm. So she bought the JP, the Hunting Percival Jet Provost T4.
Yeah.
Which I believe is an RAF advanced trainer. You probably won't know that. And straight away, Sprue and Glue's gone, nice choice. Now, just elaborate a little bit if you can, Sprue and Glue. Is that a nice choice for a modeler or is it just a nice subject? Right, what else did you get?
Now, you know me, I'm just going to call them tank and a plane.
That's fine. That's fine. Cromwell Mark. Now I'm crap with Roman numerals. Is that Mark 4?
Don't know. I have no idea.
And it's 176 scale, which I believe is
Mark 4.
Mark 4. Is that like 176 scale? Is that like, in terms of tanks, is that like doing 1 to 144 scale in aircraft? I'm talking to the audience because you won't know, will you, Natasha? So now we know our benchmark. The fact that Natasha is calling them a tank and a plane is our starting point. No, it's great because by the time you finish that Jet Provost, hopefully you'll have a little bit of interest. You'll maybe do a little bit of looking up on Wikipedia and various other free sites. You may even find yourself buying books on it. And then you'll become one of those annoying little experts on, did you know the Jet Provost can do this? And that's what you'll be like all day long. And we'll all be going, I'm never doing that again with Natasha.
Probably.
Yeah. Sprue and Glue says, ooh, a little more detailed, but again, nice kit. There you go. So Sprue and Glue says both. There we go. That'll be funny, won't it? On Friday, guys, check out Little History's channel. Bear with me a sec. Little History, I'm going to make you a moderator. I'm going to make a few people moderator, I think, by the end of the day. I'd like you to do me a favor in exchange.
Oh,
and that
no.
is... Oh, God, was that Carl just there? Hi, Carl!
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, bear with me a sec, guys. Why is that's not me, is it? Sorry, guys, my computer screen's doing strange things. Right.
Always.
So, oh, hang on, is that? Do you know what? I'm trying to. Sorry, guys, that's me on an 8-day-old stream. That's why it started from the beginning. Right, Little History. You are now a moderator. Can manage block words. Can review. Let's just put you as standard moderator. There we go. Right. So I will add a few moderators as the night goes on, probably. So you are now able to put links in the channel. So if you could pop a link to your channel, Little History, I really want to see this because I personally think it's impossible which means it's going to be an absolute brilliant laugh. But he's doing a speed build on Friday. I don't know if they're all doing the same kit or they're doing any kit, but it's got. I remember the words "little" being mentioned about doing a little starter kit or Airfix little starter kit, building it in an hour.
Well, yeah, not going to happen with
That
me.
might be some good homework for you, Natasha,
Yeah.
or it might put you off altogether. But basically, I think a 1 hour speed channel is a speed challenge. Well, I think it's going to be so disastrous. I think it's going to be such an entertaining show. So long as the favour isn't reading out the chat. No, because you're not very good at that, are you? I actually have to pay £6.99 a month just to get my comments read out by Little History. Carl got that one. Terry, you suck up. Right, let's just see the comments that I've missed. Or they will end up in the bin knowing Tash. Carl, we can see you over there. And I think that is the chat caught up. Right, so that's the kits that I asked Natasha to buy. Well, I didn't ask her to buy those specific ones. I said go down and buy a couple. And I think she's made a good choice for a beginner. Well, I think they're all easy enough for beginners. However, I wasn't able to get to Aldi, so I couldn't buy the same kits. But then, boom, as if by magic, Lidl's did their starter sets. So I went and bought 2 of everything, and I made a little package, which ties us up nicely. Would you like to open up the badly packaged package?
Oh, the badly packaged one.
Badly packaged one.
This one?
Yes, yes. So that's what I sent to Natasha. Do not show your label. If you can, block it out. I'm not saying all of our commenters are generally very lovely people, but there are some people that aren't as nice. Which reminds me of a really funny story I read today. There was a blogger who was in a Japanese restaurant. I think they were in Japan, and they took a photo of their dinner.
Right.
What they didn't realize that they accidentally took a photo of the QR code that was on the table. This particular restaurant has this scan the QR code, and then you can order straight to the table.
Right.
And loads of people online saw this QR code, and they all started ordering food for her table, and she racked up an equivalent bill of £50,000 from other people backing up this, ordering stuff using the QR code. Come on then, show us your boxes. So we have got the Curtis Tomahawk 2B or 11B. I think that's a 2B, isn't it?
I'm trying to keep the
and as you can see, it contains 4 paints, a brush, and a tube of glue. According to Airfix, that is all you need to build that kit, assuming the paints are in good order. Do you like or do you not like?
I like, but I'll definitely give it a go. With a detail, well, that'll come along, won't it?
Yeah. Right. So the next one.
You ready?
Yes. We have a Willys MB Jeep.
Sorry.
1/72 scale. As you can see, all the colours that you will need, and a brush and a tube of glue.
She's got a Willys.
Oh, she's got a Willys. My personal opinion is that might have to be the last one you build.
Right, okay.
It's got some fiddly parts in it. It's probably going to be the easiest one to paint and put decals on. But I think there's some fiddly parts. I've built that myself.
Okie dokie.
You've seen me building it, and you've seen me inventing new swear words as well, haven't you?
Probably have.
Yeah.
You ready for the next one?
So next one. We have the Folland Nat T1 Yellow Jacks, which I believe is I'm going to call that an advanced trainer. but I don't know where it fits in the scope of the gnat. So that has 4 colours, a brush,
Can't see on your camera.
and a tube of glue.
I'm doing on the street too.
Is that what you're doing, Carl? Nice one. So there you go. And I believe the next one might be the one that I'm suggesting you
Yeah.
might want to do first.
Don't know because I might not pick them up in order.
Don't know. Who knows? Who cares? We have the Sherman Firefly. Da-da-da-dum. So that only has 3 colours.
Yeah.
3 colours and a pot. So yeah, now the funny thing is that's what they had in Lidl's when I went on the Thursday.
Yeah.
And I was ever so good in Lidl's. I only stripped half the shelves.
Only.
Right? Yeah, I left the other half of the shelves for everybody else to buy. And then when they announced it was all half price on the Monday, I thought they've all had enough time to buy them, and I stripped all the shelves completely. However, when I went on the Monday, they didn't have any of those Fireflies, but they did have the Tiger One, but they didn't have the Tiger One previously. So you may be receiving another package, which will now no longer be a surprise because I've just told you what's in it. So,
Right.
guys, the theory is that is all you need to build a model. Now,
Them ones.
yeah, what you've got there. I kind of disagree slightly. Now, obviously, as you build things, you will build your tool sets up and your bits and bobs. There is one thing I asked you to go out and buy, isn't there? A
Yeah.
silly little thing, but I think every modeler probably owns them. There you go. Cocktail stick stroke toothpicks. So I only asked her to buy 1 pack, but she bought 6.
Well, it's a 6-pack for £1.29. I can't complain.
I know. I can't complain there. I think that'll keep me going for about 50 years. Tash building up a model stash for a rainy day. Well, this is it. I mean, right. So I do think there is a few things that you do need as an absolute basic minimum. It's my opinion, which brings us to the Amazon box.
No, it isn't, because I've got one more thing here.
Have you? You got another
Yep.
model? Did I buy you?
Yeah,
Do you know,
model.
I've forgotten what I sent you. So it's going to be a little surprise to me too.
You ready?
What you got? Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, because you ain't a modeler if you haven't got a Spitfire Mark 1A. Right,
yeah.
so that too has 4 pots of paint, a brush, and a tube of glue.
Yep.
Now,
I'm going to have loads of glue.
You'll have
I'm
loads of
gonna-
glue.
I
You'll
ain't going to
actually
run
have
out that
loads.
easy, am I?
There you go. Look, Lord Peter Webster. I think Tash will get into building, in my opinion.
Who knows?
I use cocktail sticks at 250 in a year. Yeah, it'd be about right. Do you know what? Right. So here's an honest question for you, right? Everybody I know has cocktail sticks. Does anybody know anybody who uses them for cocktails?
I don't.
No,
But
I
I have
don't.
a friend that does.
Oh, you know someone. Wow. Right, let me do a quick catch up on chat. Now that's a must for all model makers. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says hi. How'd your stream go, Lee? I didn't get a chance to watch it. I had a really long day today because I started at stupid o'clock, and I mean stupid o'clock. I've been up since about 3:30, and I finished at 3:30, and it was a stupendously stupid day. And I've just been exhausted. I've been rushed off my feet. We had about 3 sets of roadworks on top of each other, and it was quite literally, it took us nearly an hour to do a 1 mile stretch. And then because that then has a knock-on effect, and then we were late coming back the other way, and I did like 5 hours driving with about a total of about 10-15 minutes rest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could have gone straight out, but I ain't going anywhere till I've had my cigarette. But it's been all right today. It's been all right. So I lost my chat now.
You went
Hi Randall, Alison, hi Lee, hi Lee. I hope Michelle will as well. Well, Michelle, you've got your Metal Earth to get through first, haven't you? We'll just wait for that to go through the internet system, through the TV, into Michelle's ears.
No, God, yeah. I've had a
There
look
you
at
go.
that and I've like put it back in the box.
Do you know what? It's like anything, Michelle. If you look at the finish, I love that time delay. Yeah, it's like anything, Michelle. If you look at the finished model, it looks extremely complicated.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's not horrible. But if you take it one step at a time, you know, it's fine.
No, a time delay.
Oh, the time delay. Yeah, you need to get yourself some headphones. I tell you what, right? Are you on a PC? Just wait for this.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes.
Desktop.
Right. Later on, Michelle, I just happen to have a pair of headphones that I don't think is quite as good as this. So I'm probably going to sling them. Give me your address and I will pop them in a box and I will send them to you. And you will have a pair of, I think they're 3.5mm jack ones, which I actually do prefer when you've got limited USB ports. But they work, but you can have them if you want them. Just wait for that time delay.
Brilliant. Yeah.
There we go. Spoon Glue says nope. I use them for painting. Hello, little. Oh, we have a fourth person.
Yeah,
Hello, Lee. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Oh,
Right. So Randall
Hello,
says, sorry,
Michelle.
Lee. Randall says, hi, Spoon Glue. Hi, Randall. I do Christmas for my blue Russian cocktail for cherries.
Hello.
Hi, Lee. Hi, Peter Webster. And
Yeah, I literally came straight from mine, straight over to yours, Penny. Could I I done a pop-up just before you went live.
Yes, no, I did. Well, I caught the fact that you were streaming. I didn't catch the stream.
Yeah, well, no, I needed to stream the build because if I was going to go and do this on another channel, it wasn't on my own channel first. So I thought.
So you don't want to do the unboxing and the start on someone else's video?
Yeah.
Hiya. Be right back.
Right. So my apologies there. Natasha has a pre-arranged thingy, which can happen quite literally any minute. So she will be back shortly. So Ian Fraser says, hi, Randall. Terry, you're a mod if you get my drift. No, but he can't cause chaos.
Yeah.
Hello again. I actually just saw a lovely name. DRGNLVR68. I didn't, do you know what? I haven't been looking who's dropping a comment. I'm just reading the comment.
That's Dragon Lover.
I
68.
know. I actually got to meet her last week, and what a lovely lady. Is it Connie her name?
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with her.
No, I know you don't, Lee. That's another story for another stream and another channel.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about it on
No, that's fine. That's fine, Lee. I think she's lovely. I've met her. I've heard her voice on other streams before, and I've never actually spoken to her. And I will say, I'd love to promote a channel, but she doesn't really do anything, does she? So
she just live streams. That's about it.
Yeah. So hi, Randall. Terry, you're a mod if you get red. Hello again, Lee Anfield in the loft. Hi again, Ian. I believe. Yeah, see, Dominic, we all have belief in her. I believe that Natasha can do it. Just follow the instructions and you will be fine. The only disadvantage that Natasha's got is because she's never done a model, she doesn't know how easy or hard it is. We can sit here till the cows go blue. The cows go
How
blue.
how many of those plastic models did you get from
Oh, I got loads. I got most of Lidl's.
Cows come home.
Back in a minute.
No worries. I'll just take you out, Lee. Lee, I don't know if you can still hear us, but wave your hands or something. I can see you in the green room. Yeah, so look, listen, when you've never done a kit before, you've got absolutely no idea. A great example, Michelle, you're looking at that Metal Earth kit and you're going, oh my God. But you've never actually done it. So how do you really know how hard or
Yeah.
easy it is? When you break down the instructions step by step, I mean, there's 4 sheets of instructions, but they're quite, if you just focus on stage 1, once stage 1 is done, you focus on stage 2, so on and so forth. And, you know, I know my mistakes I've made, but I didn't honestly think I could produce that until I
Yeah.
actually did it. So, and I've got a funny feeling you might even be better than me, Michelle, because I'm not that much of a tidy
It looks
worker.
so nice, though.
Mm,
You know.
yeah, it is. What's that for? Oh, we've lost Lee. I think Lee must be really busy for something important come up.
No, you saying I'd be better than you. I don't know about that.
No, that's the honest answer, isn't it? You don't know, because you've never done it. I think it's the same with Natasha. The only issue Natasha's going to have is with the instructions, which we're going to kind of look at beforehand and help her out as much as we can. So, hi Peter, hi Sprue, hi Ian Fraser. Yes, but I use tons more when modeling. Hello, Jeff Light. Little history. Right, Airfix starter kit speed build. Anyone can take part via StreamYard. I ain't going to call that out because I'm youtube.com channel. Stream starts at 6 p.m. Build starts at 8. Target build time 1 hour. Like I say, I'm not being a pessimist. I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's doable, which is why I think it's going to be so entertaining. Unfortunately, I can't make it. Unfortunately or fortunately, I can't make it because I'm going home on the coach. And I can't wait. My coach leaves at, let me check my calendar.
You can watch it.
Oh, I can watch it. I will watch it. My coach leaves at 9:30, so I'll probably be getting on the tube round about 7 o'clock. And I really can't wait. I can't wait to go home. I've got a load of wood waiting for me when I get home because my back should have recovered by Saturday morning. So I'll be home just in time to pull my back out again and have another 3 weeks of constant pain. I've got a massive Temu order coming, but that's mostly woodworking stuff. And I've got a massive Amazon order coming. I've kind of gone, I've earned money. What can I spend it on? I'm just checking Amazon now to see if it's, I can't remember what I bought. I don't want to show you in case it's something embarrassing. Oh, it's mostly woodwork and stuff. It's, yeah. No, it is. It is. So I bought an on-off switch. I don't know. Right, I don't know if you'd have heard of it. There's a channel called 1 Minute Workbench, and what he's done is he's built this workbench, and it's got everything in it. It's got a table saw, a router table, a drill press, and a sanding thingy, and all sorts. And it's all in one. And he's built a little box for it to go on. Now, when I build obviously I've got the desk sorted out. I've just got to do the fine details. I've got to go into the lodger's room and re-steel my TV back so I can mount that up on the wall. stick me monitors on the wall, and my desk is good to go, which then means I can start to dismantle my current desk. But what I'm thinking of doing, rather than having a desk with everything on it, I'm going to build the all-in-one, the 1 minute workbench, and then we'll build the actual freestanding workbench to match the same height. Then that way I can move the workbench, not the workbench, use the 1 minute workbench, and I can move it anywhere and use the table in conjunction. So I've got to get that sorted out first. And one of the things I need is a power switch. And what he recommends is a switch with an oversized off switch. So you can hit one button with your knee and it cuts all the power. Because obviously, if you're currently cutting your wrist off with a table saw, it's quite hard to reach the power button. So hitting it with your knee is quite a good idea. I'm not normally quite as bad as Terry with accidents, but accidents do happen. I've also bought a Pica pencil because it's a bit handy. I'm just waiting for the 5-second delay for that one to hit Michelle. Oh, we've got Natasha back. How are you, Natasha?
I'm all right.
Good. Right, story to be continued then. Right, so yes, so going back to Natasha, like I say, I believe there's a few little basic things that you really need. Obviously, you need some way of removing things from the sprue, but I think there's one or two things that every modeler needs, and they're only basic. Now, one of the great things I think about scale modeling is you don't need the most expensive tools. The most expensive tools just makes the job a little bit easier. Does anyone agree or disagree with that?
Don't know.
Now I'm going to have to. Well, there's a good example. When you're doing your diamond painting, Natasha,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with the pens and the wax you get with the kits, is there?
No.
But I notice you don't use them anymore.
Very, very rare I will.
Right. So why do you use what you use? Is it because it makes it a little bit easier or a little bit more fun?
Bit
Do you
more
think-
easier for my hands
There you
usually.
go. So you buy the equipment that works best for you, but there is nothing wrong with the absolute basic equipment. Right. Lord Peter Webster, hi Jeff. This Friday night, Carl pedal faster. Hi Randall. Hi Peter. Be back in a few, guys. Got to try and locate me a fork so I can eat dinner. Do you know what I had? This week only, 1 week only, Works Canteen are doing Christmas dinner, and I have to say it was all right. I did enjoy my Christmas dinner today, so I might have another one on Thursday. Might even push my luck and have one on Friday as well. Bit of turkey, some roast potatoes. It is Works Canteen standard. It's not like the Ritz Hotel, but it's somewhere between school dinners and cafe standard. I think that's a fair assessment. Right, Sprue and Glue. A little history. Thought it was ladies' night. Hi Lee. Smiley face. Terry. Oh, you're mean, Sprue. You are mean. LOL. Guys back. I did enjoy our chat, Penny. Yes, it was really, really nice. I mean, I like meeting people for the first time and subsequent times. Because obviously, if you meet someone for the first time and then you never meet them again, you start to sort of say, do they not like me? Michelle showed Carl how to build, so she will be fine. Hi, Connie. Sprue's on form. Do you know what? I now think that time off you had, Sprue, I think you were just making little notes ready for the opportunity, weren't you? You did a good job with the cathedral. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. I mean, you know me, I'm a bit of a pessimist, and I'm I'm more likely to say for first attempt, it was I'm happy with it. But yeah, actually, let's be fair. I'm happy with it. First attempt or 100th attempt, I think that's fine. Dominique says, hello, evening. I'm not going to say DRGN. I'm just going to say Connie from now on. Hadro, DRO. Sorry, something. Yeah, we guessed that, Anfield, because you disappeared. Lee's away to put a dress on. Hope you're doing well, Peter. I'm good. Thank you, Connie. Hope you are too. I'm waiting for Terry to get his frock on. Do you know what? If I knew you were gonna go on about frocks, I'd have dressed up as well. I didn't realize it was a posh frock night. It's seriously going to be okay. Yeah. Do you know what? I think whatever. I mean, I say I don't believe you can do.
It's forward. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't think I'm being negative when I say it can't be done. I think it's going to be absolute fun. It's one of these. Out of chaos can be bad. Out of chaos can be great. I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant. And I really can't wait for it. Sprue and Glue, I'm looking forward to watching it. Sprues and Glues, no need to keep dreaming about it, mate. I'll send you some photos. Oh, going to be in it, Sprue. Penny, when are we going to see you ladies build? It's probably going to be after the new year. One of the problems that I have is obviously I split my time. I'm really sorry for covering you up, Michelle, with the chat. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just a case of I split my time between London and.
That's fine. Don't worry. That's fine by me.
Sorry, 5-second delay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that way. She's that way today. Yeah, it's just splitting my time between London and Scotland. So either I'm going to have two versions of the kit, build whatever I build in Scotland with Natasha, then go to London and then quickly do a catch up and build exactly where we're up to in London, then do the live streams, or possibly have two different models on the go, a London model and a Scotland model. But that might confuse Natasha because she'll be in the frame of mind of one model, and then all of a sudden, she's just getting used to putting a propeller on, and then all of a sudden, next stream, I've got to put a turret on or some tracks. So we'll do what we can. Right, Lord Peter Webster, I've got me a new belt, and a belt sander drill stand milling setup. A mini table saw for making open wagons for my Blackpool Express. And then I think that is chat. Oh, welcome back, Tash. Right, so Tasha, do you want to get your boxes out?
Boxes? It's not a box, this one.
Box. Well, it's box.
Which
now.
box? Or the other ones again?
There's only two boxes I sent you, and one of them's been opened.
Well, this one ain't a box.
Is it not? All right, sorry, get your bags open then.
They're already underneath my eyeballs.
Yeah. Right, so what you got? So this is
I haven't been in it.
This, I believe, is two items. Get the biggest one out first.
Biggest one out first.
The biggest one. It'll make sense when I say the biggest one. And I think everyone will agree. I'm just looking out for you when I buy this.
Right,
when I sent you this.
Penny made me wait over a week for it.
Yes, I wouldn't let her open them. I wouldn't let her open
Do I just sneak them open and pretend I ain't?
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't. I would actually have got the corner and I'd have ripped a little corner and I'd have had a peek and I'd have got.
I will tell you something about me. I get presents, and sometimes they're Christmas presents, birthday presents, and they'll sit behind me for over 2 months.
Yeah,
I will not open them.
You're not normal. I'll have a corner open.
Or open it or pretend you haven't.
Yes. Well, one year when I was little, I did try the old opening a present and trying to rewrap it, but I wasn't as good at wrapping presents as my mum was. Oh, it's an empty bag.
Yeah, it's an empty bag, but I don't
It's
know
an
which
empty
one's the
bag.
biggest.
Oh, well, there should be one item bigger than the other, I would have thought, unless
Oh,
I forgot.
found it. Found it. I think it's this one.
That's it. So yeah, there was a choice of colours, but that was the cheapest one. I'm going to be honest with you.
I quite
So-
like it.
Good. So that is a sky blue stroke royal blue cutting mat. At this stage of your modelling career, do not worry about all the lines on it.
Okay.
So that is, you've probably seen them before, Tasha, but that is a self-healing cutting mat. I just thought that might be better than placing pieces on a wooden top and then cutting into it.
Right, okay.
I don't know what voodoo magic they're made of, but they do self-heal.
All right, okay.
But
Never known of that.
I will tell you, if you dropped tool cleaner on it, it will strip all those markings off instantly. Don't ask me how I know that.
Oh, have you done it?
Yeah, Mr. Tool Cleaner and markings on cutting mats isn't a good combo.
Right, okay. I'll work
Right,
that then.
so what
Got
else
number
have you got?
2.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
there's 2 in there. Oh, mate.
Oh, that's bigger than I thought. Oh, that's brilliant.
I don't know if you want me to
Fantastic.
get in there, but...
Well, yes, not in an unboxing if you don't get in there, is it?
No. Sorry, Hulk, you're getting covered.
It's all right. So some of these items in here aren't absolute needed basics, but I bought it because it was a nice little set of everything. So they are clamps. They are for clamping things together, holding things. So let's say you glue something together,
Yep.
right? And as you can see, look, while the glue is still wet, they'll just fall apart if you leave them.
Right,
Right.
got ya.
I personally don't use them. I think they're a little bit touch harsh.
Right.
But it depends on the size of the object you're clamping. My favorite clamps of all time are actually these. These
Yeah.
are clothes pegs, but they've got rubber bits on there. And they are absolutely fantastic. Because they grip a little bit.
Right, if I open this box here, I don't know how it's all going to go back in.
It's okay. Listen, look on the bright side. If it all flies everywhere, at least it's in your house somewhere.
True. Got the
Right,
other thing.
that I do not know what it's for. She's picked them up in an awkward order.
Yeah,
It's
why not, innit? It was on
it's a
top.
plastic flat scrapey thing. That is an everyday file
Yep.
for filing.
Okay, it's like on the models, yeah?
Yeah, it kind of make more sense if see, the trouble is if you open them if you pick the items out, it's kind of in the order you would use them, things
Yeah.
would start to make more sense, but then you don't know what order you'll use them, so you don't know what order to.
No, I don't know what order to pick them up as.
Right,
So
so that
down to
is
the top.
a needle file,
Yep.
which is pretty much the same job as the last items you did.
Yep.
They're just a different shape and size, but that one is quite rough and coarse.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But I'm not putting my fingers across it. So
You
that.
can put your fingers across it. It won't hurt your fingers. It'll take your nails off.
Oh yeah.
You
And
just
then
tried it, didn't you?
what? Yeah, I just tried it as well. Just not my
Yeah.
nails.
Right. So that is right. There's many names for that. I call it a knife. Craft knife, X-Acto knife, craft knife. Did I say craft knife? So she's figuring out now that the blades go with that knife. There we go. So basically, that's a simple knife. That's one of those items that you can't really do without. So what you will do, if you look at the end of the knife, you will see there's either a slit or a cross. Yeah. So you'll see on the side there's a little turny thing. What do you call it? A collar. If you undo the collar, the crosses. I'm trying to simplify this. If you untwist it
Yep.
like that, the cross will get sort of bigger.
Yep.
Then what you'll do is very carefully, you will pop a blade in there, and then you tighten up the collar, and it will hold. I don't think they're the best knives in the world, but they're better than not having a knife, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
again, don't ask me how I know. Do not paint with a paintbrush with a knife in your hand at the same time as you're painting. Again, don't ask me how I know that one.
I bet Penny.
Yeah. So that's a handy, useful cloth that came with the set.
It looks yellowy green. That one, lime
Well,
green.
maybe you've been blowing your nose on it. I don't know.
No, I just got it out.
Right, that's the main reason I got that kit for you. That is a set of side cutters, sprue cutters. Obviously, I will tell you how to use them. That is what I use for cutting parts off a sprue with. Here you can see its baby brother.
Oh, little baby brother.
Yeah, this is actually my Metal Earth cutting kitty thing. So basically what you'll do is you will cut the parts off the sprue with that. If there's any long pieces, you can trim them down with a knife, and then you finish it off with a file. And now that isn't like, if you, I mean, I think, is it God hands? They're like 60 quid.
Yeah.
And they're 10 times as good as those. But with God hands, you'll just have less cleanup to do. So, but obviously over time you'll go, oh yeah, I want the best ones, and I'll go out and buy them. But for the price of the best sprue cutters, you could buy about 15 Airfix kits from Lidl's when they're having a Black Friday sale.
True.
So kits or tools, this is when you're just starting out, you have that choice. Right, anything else in the box? So they are tweezers for picking up small parts. Not deadly essential, but extremely handy. And
the different ones.
And while you're starting to before you use them, you can actually have lessons in Japanese then.
Yeah, I can't bloody read it like.
No, but you can just learn in the meantime, can't you?
It is like chicken fried chicken.
Chicken fried chicken.
Yep.
What's chicken fried chicken? Is that like chicken
fried and then it's chickened again, isn't it? It's chicken first, then it's fried.
Please don't make me laugh. It's making my back hurt. Oh!
I like making you laugh. That's why I come out with the randomness I do.
Oh, you mean? No, my sides are literally splitting.
Well, I'll just do it even worse now I know about it.
Okay. Right. Anything else?
No.
No.
I think that's everything in there. And the box.
Oh, you just reminded me of who's this? Peg Spoon. Spoon Peg. Peg Spoon.
Peggy Spoon.
No.
Peggy.
No, that's Tommy Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't do Peg Spoon, but right. So welcome back, Tash. Yep, Notre Dame is stunning. Love that cathedral, Penny. Thumbs up, gang. Smash that like button, but not too hard because you have to buy a new keyboard. It will probably be the new year before I send the train. Not a problem, Lord Peter. Listen, when you've not got something, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You not fancy a three-way with Michelle? God, you know what? This used to be a respectable channel. Then Little History and Carl happened, and a few others. You need a USB scope to pop in a small hole. Do you know what? If I knew they had that when I was a kid. Yeah, you trying to figure that out, are you?
Yeah, I just don't know what the hell it is.
Well, tell you what you could try. Oh, no, that's probably going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Type of plastic. Forgotten the name of it.
It is a type of plastic.
Not PLA. Not PLA. It's what the part works are made out of. Oh, it's that it's that type of plastic that polystyrene cement doesn't work on. And ABS, that's what I'm thinking of. Right. I mean a three-way build, you, Natasha and Mitch. Okay. Nice toolkit. Yeah. Must have clamps. Yeah, I mean clamps is one of those things that I mean I tend to use masking tape more than anything.
I got loads of that in.
Masking tape, it's tape that you mask with. That sounded really condescending and I really didn't mean it like that. So masking tape, washi tape.
Yeah, I got both of them in.
Yeah, so masking tape is low tack tape. So obviously if you stuck a bit of masking tape onto something and you painted over it and then lifted it up, where the tape is, the paint won't stick. But also it has the added effect that if you can stick two parts together and hold them tight, and then when you lift them up, they don't leave gungy stuff all over the model.
Got that.
Cool, you're enjoying that, aren't you? It makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, I like to make a lot of noise. Just
Yeah.
to do your ears in.
Never buy Natasha toys that make noise.
Yep. I'll happily go round the whole store setting them all off.
Yeah. Terry, keep your mind clear. You can use there we go. You can use pegs. Pegs is my but obviously if I'm doing, say for example, the fuselage of a 1:48 scale B-52, pegs aren't going to cut it. In fact, those clamps you've got probably aren't going to cut it either, because it's about that big. You can guess what I said, Sprue. Yep, LOL. I wonder if there's a carpet monster in the box. Was there a carpet monster in the box?
No, but there was two on the go boxes.
Yes, I put that in for packing because I thought I'm going to send this by Every, so I wanted the corners protected.
Yeah.
So because anybody who's ever bought an Airfix kit off of Amazon well, I think Dominique's one of the lucky ones. But if you ever buy any, for some reason, if you buy any Airfix kits off Amazon, one of the corners will be smashed in every single time.
I'm using it to put them back in the box.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Thank you, Penny.
Not a problem. So happy Christmas, Natasha. You ain't getting anything else off me.
Never would ask for anything.
Do you know what? I have no problems buying things for people that go, oh, you shouldn't do, or no, you don't need to. Fishing rod is on its way, LOL. Thumbs up. There you go. It's a stabby. There you go.
Yeah, I laughed at it before that.
We will. Oh, is that what you were laughing at? Yeah, we will. We will teach you terminology like a stabby and a hairy stick. Can you guess what a hairy stick is?
Was that the little one that I just bloody picked up?
No, it's a paintbrush.
Oh, God. Just call it paintbrush to my head.
I also use those closed pegs, are very suitable for this. Knurled ring. That was the bit on the stabby that you loosen to put the pointy bit in. Don't ask Terry how to use it. Oh, again, don't ask us how we know. Oh my God, they sent her a rusty pair. A rusty pair?
Yeah.
Ain't that mosquito pop, Carl? Yeah. Rusty pair?
The snip?
Oh,
yeah,
you mean the tweezers?
The blue thing.
The rusty?
Oh, right. Were they rusty? Thought that was Terry's blood. It's not me lowering the tone. No. Do you know what? For a change, Mike, it's not. No, it's all right. ABS. It's a parts. Oh, it's a parts separator. Is that the yellow thing? Okay. Hi, Mike. So, hi, Mike. How are you? Hi, Lord Peter Webster. Hi, Mark. And we are caught up on chat. Oh, Dominique says, I don't buy anything from Amazon. Do you know what? I don't have a problem with Amazon.
No.
The problem I have with Amazon is that it's putting small bricks and mortar stores out of business. And it is a shame. But, you know, there are mail ordery companies like bricks and mortar stores that do. I mean, like one of my favorite places to buy models from. He's got a bricks and mortar store, and he's also got a Facebook store. And because I said to him, I go, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of split of business are you doing? He says, oh, I'm doing about 70% online and 30% is walk-in traffic. Now, I don't know, obviously don't know what his figures are, but the advantage he's got with the online orders is that quite often he just posts on Facebook, says, right, I've got this coming in. Who wants one? So it's quite literally once it comes into the store, it's straight back out again. So he doesn't have to worry about storage space. And it also just goes to show that if you can run, I don't know if his walk-in traffic can cover all of the costs of his shop, but look how much extra business you can get online. 70% he's getting over twice as much of his sales are being done online. Most of his customers don't even know what his shop looks like on the inside, which I think is really good. And he's got the store as well. But yeah, I do like Amazon. It's a good concept. And but yeah, like I say, I do acknowledge it's putting small businesses out. The only thing I find now with Amazon, it used to be a time. Let's make us all a bit more even, shall we? That's not even. Let's have that one. It used to be Amazon quality, Facebook Chinese cheap crap.
Yeah.
But now the Chinese cheap crap seems to be going on to Amazon, and you can buy equally crap stuff on Amazon than you can on Wish and Shane. And so you do, I think now you have to start reading. The only good thing about Amazon's, obviously is the fact that you get the returns policy, and they do have a really good returns policy. It's problem, yeah, send it back. We'll give you your money back, or you can have a replacement. And it's delivered so quickly. So, sometimes. Right, so we have been streaming for just over an hour. You got any news, either of you?
Nope.
Because Michelle's never been on stream before, I have to study her background. So I do that, you see. So let's make a nice and big.
This is my background.
I'm just checking out all your books and everything. Yeah, no,
I'm hiding stuff as well.
Checking out the back of Carl's neck as well.
Hang on. Sewing machine behind me.
Just seeing what you got, really.
Oh yeah, over there in the corner.
Yeah. Sorry,
sewing machine behind me.
Have to do that. Anyone come on stream? I'm always looking at the background.
All my stuff's beside here.
Right. I'm checking out how well you do your cleaning and everything, judging everything secretly inside.
I'm in the corner.
So right, have you seen my work desk at home?
Yeah.
See, I don't tidy my desk. I just build a new one.
Yeah, we know that one, don't we?
So I had a big fallout with DPD
about 3
this
times
week.
the size.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And next one. Well, the thing is, if you build it bigger, then it takes that much longer to mess it up. And then maybe I can go 2 years before building a new one.
You can only but try.
Yeah. So I had a big fallout with DPD this week. Probably not helped by the fact that I was just in a rotten mood. But I ordered some Huel for my little meal replacement shaky thing that I buy. And I bought it before, and it's like I thought it was 3 kilogram bags, but it's actually 1.7 kilogram bags. I bought some before when I was in Scotland, then put them in a suitcase, then brought them all the way to London. And I thought, well, that's a bit daft, isn't it? If I just ordered them, had them sent to Scotland, to London, saves me carrying them. So turns out, when you type the, and I'm taking part blame for this for not checking the address, but on the Huel system, you type the address, and then when you put the postcode in, it's got one of these automatic address selectors.
Yeah.
So then you select the address, and then it overwrites all the address that you've written.
Yeah.
So it didn't put in Travelodge. It just put the address in. So anyway, it gets to the Tuesday, and I get a message on the DPD app saying, "Sorry, we missed you," which I took that as meaning maybe the courier had come in, there was no one in reception, he's not allowed to leave it safe, so sorry, we missed you. So I updated the address, updated the delivery to authorize them to leave safe. So the next day, Wednesday, I get delivery changed to Thursday at customer's request. So of course I'm ringing them up and I'm like, I didn't request that. And they said it was it's not the driver's fault. It's because it's got an incomplete address. And I'm like, well, why did you not tell me that on the Tuesday? Unable to deliver, address incomplete. That's simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd got RC with him, and I said, "Oh, I want to return the parcel and blah blah whatever." And they said, "Oh, we can't. Only the sender can return it." And then I said to Huel about it, and they come back to me with it by email saying, "Oh, we see you've changed." Or I said, "You've changed the delivery day to Thursday," and I'm like, "No, you didn't. If they'd have at least said, according to DPD, you changed the address." So in the end, I just got a bit. I mean, it probably didn't help having a bad back, but I just got arsey with him, and I just went when it was delivered. I went, "I'd like to return this parcel, and I'd like to cancel my subscription. I don't like being made out to be a liar." So they're like, "Oh, we're ever so sorry about that. We'll cancel the subscription and keep the parcel, and we'll refund your money." And it's such a shame because the one I got this time is the berry and the vanilla. Do you know what? It is the best thing I've ever had. The vanilla Huel is absolutely amazing. It's like drinking vanilla milkshake. It's kind of vanilla milkshake. What do you call it? Melted ice cream. Oh, it's really, really nice. And you can't taste the fact that the sweetener is artificial. You know, you get these drinks and things and they've got artificial sweetener, and you know it's got artificial sweetener in it. This one, it just tastes like naturally sweetened.
Right.
So anyway, a couple of days later, I use another thing I use is Smol. I don't know if you ever heard of Smol,
No.
but they do washing tablets. They're supposed to be good for the environment, and you get them. What you do is you can get the trial, but once you've got the trial, you tell them how many washes you do, how many packs you'd like sent, and they do packs of 24, and they fit through the letterbox just perfectly, so you'll never miss a delivery. And what they do is automatically every so many days, based on how many washes you do, they just take a payment and then they send out another pack. Well, they now do washing up liquid, they do cloths, and it's all good for the environment and everything. So I bought all of these trial packs of stuff, and I just thought that might help my lodger out, and we'll have things come through on a regular basis. And they went and sent it by DPD, didn't they?
Oh, no.
This is a couple of days after I'd said, "Oh, in Scotland, they're brilliant. They can find my really hard to find address in Scotland, but they can't find a 3-story hotel with Travelodge written on the side. Well, the delivery, he's put refused, and he's took a picture of a side of some building. I don't even know where it is. So I rang DPD up and I said, could you explain what this picture is and why has he put refused? And she actually said, oh no, that's not right. And I said, look, I ain't going to be one of these ones who demands that the courier come back same day. I said, I've been a courier for DPD before, and I know he's probably about 20 miles away, and to make him come back is really hard. So I said, look, I'll tell you what, if I asked you to upgrade that to before noon tomorrow, I said, I'll be happy. She went, okay, that sounds fair. And I even said to her, I said, is that fair enough? She went, yeah, that's fair enough. So anyway, 12:30 the next day, it's on the system. It's still showing is in the depot.
Yeah.
So I go on to chat and I say, oh, what's happening with my parcel? Oh, don't worry, he goes, that'll be out later today. 2:30, I said, still not out. Oh, yeah, don't worry, it'll be out later on. I said, yeah, but it should be on a 12 o'clock delivery. Anyway, about 4:30, I actually ring them and they said, oh, yeah, what it is. Oh, no, 2:30, they said it'll be out tomorrow. It's going out tomorrow. So I wasn't happy. So I rang them about 4:30 after work and they said, yeah, what it is if ever a parcel is marked as refused, what they do is they send an email to the sender to say, what would you like us to do with this? Shall we try again or shall we send it back to sender? And I went, right. I said, it shouldn't have even been marked as refused. And surely if it's marked as refused, maybe, you should be getting a customer signature or something.
Yeah.
Just like when it's delivered,
Yeah.
or at least take a picture of the door. So I contacted Small and I said, that's it. I said, I don't want anything to do with DPD. So I said, if they're going to be like that, I'm really, really hacked off with that. So, and that's two in about 7 days.
Wow.
Right, let's see all of this chat that I've missed. I have been offered a business account with Amazon. Do you know what? I got offered a business account as well, and I've turned it down.
Be right back. Sorry, Penny.
Yeah, not a problem. Do you want us to mute you?
Yeah, you can mute, but
I'll tell you what, no choice. You're muted.
Yeah, I can talk about her.
Oh, hang on. No, you're not muted. How do I mute you?
I can talk about her about anything I want now.
How do I mute her? I can't mute her. I'll just have to hide her then. There you go. Ha! I don't know why that's not... There we go. That's muted her. I think it's muted her anyway. Yeah. So I'd applied for a business account ages ago. And I got turned down, and I don't know, but I don't really know what good a business account will do unless you're a business. Penny, yeah, she's muted. She cannot talk. Right, Penny, I think Tash would be better working with TET glue, Tamia. You're going to have to explain what that is, because I have not got a clue. TET? I don't know.
Extra thin.
Oh, Tamia extra thin. Oh, yeah. Well, look, the reason...
Go on.
Yeah, that's my preferred glue, that and the quick drying. When I'm in the hotel, I use this, which, funnily enough, I think it is actually a better glue than Tamia. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, because it does everything that Tamia extra thin does, but it also bonds ABS, which reminds me, Terry, I've got to send that to you. I think I've got 2 bottles of it. No, I'm sending you the Tamia ABS, aren't I? Remind me. Yes. So this is Tamiya Extra Thin. Well, it's not Tamiya Extra Thin, but it's does everything Tamiya Extra Thin does, plus it does ABS, as you can see on the bottle. But I've got at home a bottle of Tamiya ABS glue. Why I bought it, I know why I bought it. I didn't realize that Plastic Magic does ABS. Yeah, so basically, yes, I think she would be better off using Tamiya Extra Thin. However, this is her first build and we're reducing it right down to beginner level. So, you know, I'd like to have just done, here's a starter kit, off you go. But obviously there's a couple of little things. You need something to cut the bits off the sprue with. She needs something to sort of just take down the rough edges. And she needs something to protect her worktops with. Otherwise, she's going to have cuts and scrapes everywhere. So good old Carl. Carl's fishing for a blue spanner, isn't he? 19 watching, only 6 thumbs. Come on, hit the button. Tell you what, where is he? Bear with me a sec. Oh, have we got, what's going on here?
Give me a blue spanner.
No, apparently you got that one wrong.
I got that one totally wrong.
What one did you get wrong? There you go. Carl, you got a blue spanner. Carl, try refreshing your plonker. Sorry, all, thank you. Yeah, sprue, I'm a plank. Choberton, how are you? Hi, everyone. Hi, Tony. I'm kind of rushing this because I've just seen who's in chat and I want to catch up. Hi, Tony. Hi, Choberton. Good job. I just have blank wall behind me. Hi, Lord Peter. Sprue, Penny, Michelle, hope you're all well. Peter, I put in a formal complaint with DPD on Friday, dropping a £350 value parcel without knocking the door because he didn't want to get wet in the rain. Yeah, do you know what? I'm sorry, but DPD used to be brilliant. Dominic, 21 views. Here it is, right. So, Building with the Boys. Scott sneaks in quietly. Building with the Boys. Click that link at the top. Come and say hello. I have a million questions for you, all about your New Year build. Tamiya Extra Thin. Hi, Scott, buddy. By the way, if you haven't seen his channel, Building with the Boys, it's brilliant. It's a wonderful channel. And I just watched his blooper reel. And normally I don't do bloopers, but it did make me laugh when he said about his bell end. And if you don't, go and watch his channel. He's talking about, the something end and the bell end. He's doing the Disney Doll's House. So he's got like, I can't remember what the other one was, but maybe he's got the Mickey Mouse end, and the other end was the Beauty and the Beast. And obviously Bella comes from Beauty and the Beast. It did make me laugh as well. 19 watching, 12 thumbs up, 22 likes. Not bad. More likes than people watching. Hi, Gilly. Hi, Peter. I build Curie kits and I've started using canopy glue. Yes, I've used I use what's the Micro Set and Soul. They also do some canopy glue stuffy. We've got Tasha back. I suppose I better unmute her, hadn't I? Hello, we weren't talking about you.
That's all right. I heard you anyway.
Okay. Yeah, it does hold really well. I think you can use PVA glue just as well, can't you? But the thing I like about PVA glue, I'd first got told about it as in, if you transport models, use PVA glue for bits that would get knocked off, like undercarriage and canopies. And then that doesn't make a mess then, does it? It's not as strong as super glue, but it's a little bit better for it. It makes a weaker point so that if it's going to break, it's a controlled break. Does that make sense? Mod Podge. Now, Model Tank Guy. We did an experiment with diamond painting ages ago, and we were covering diamond paintings, and we used. I got a diamond paint and I cut strips, and I left one alone. I coated one in PVA glue. I coated one in wood glue. The reason we have got the wonderful Scott, who has just made it up into a nice little box of 4. How are you, Scott?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. No, I'm brilliant. So I'm going to change the subject because Scott is here. In fact, tell you what, let's put him. Oh, not like that. Let's put Michelle on spotlight. There we go. Everyone, that is Scott. Check out his channel, Building with the Boys. Now, the million questions I've got for you relates to your New Year's Eve build.
Mm-hmm.
So, Building with the Boys is doing a New Year's Eve build, which I can't join you. Well, I can't be doing it after midnight because I've got my own midnight New Year's Eve build.
We should be done by midnight. That's the plan.
Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've already bought the kit. It should be at home. I don't know if it is. No, listen, I bought the kit before I even finished watching the video.
Oh, excellent. Good.
That's how I thought, yeah, I'm jumping on that one. Mainly because it was an excuse to try something that I've never tried before. You know,
They're a lot of fun. They're good. They're a lot of fun, the little roker builds.
Yeah, it's all well and good you saying, oh yeah, they're brilliant, they're fun, whatever. It may appeal to me, it might not. You don't know till you've tried. So how is it going to work? Is everyone going to join your stream, or is everyone just going to be posting comments? Yeah, I've done that.
A bit of everything, I think. I might look at if we can get people to join the stream and whatnot, and yeah, we can go from there. It's up to the individual, I suppose, how they're going to do it. I mean, we can have a bunch of people joining stream, or we can have people just watching and building along and posting comments, and yeah, we'll do that. And then we can get, if people aren't on the stream, they could send in pictures to the email, and we can flick them up on screen and things like that.
That's a good idea. Yeah. So guys, Building with the Boys is doing a. Can we? Are you able to link to your channel? As in, do you know the link off by heart?
It's just.
I'm in a giving everyone a blue spanner mood today. So if you want to post a link in the stream, you are more than welcome to.
I will do. I'm downstairs at the moment, so I'll do this all on my phone.
Fine,
so
yeah.
it's...
Do you know what? Watching your blooper reel the other day, and there was one where you were smoking away, checking your part. I'm like, oh, I didn't know he vaped. Well, of course you don't. You don't. If you just watch your pre-recorded videos, you'd never know.
You would know. I know.
You don't smoke. It's not what you do in a video. But it was just funny. There was you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually waiting for you to say something awful about one of the artworks. And I think there was one. There was one actually. You were like, okay, yeah, okay. And then you have this look at the camera and you're like, yeah, I didn't do that. Or you'll just sit there and go, yeah, it's switched on.
Loads of footage of me doing that where it's already recorded.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it was yeah, I quite like that. But yeah. Yeah, so New Year's Eve. Let's see if I can find it, because it's got to be on, because I've ordered it. So it's got to be on there. Bear with me. Oh, it's delivered 1st of December. So let's switch my camera on, guys. The only thing that annoys me about Amazon is it says, how would you rate your delivery? And I'll be like, don't know. I ain't seen it. Don't even know if you delivered it. No idea. USB video. Right, guys, sorry, I'm going to have to steal the big screen. So, sorry it's on my mobile phone. So this is what we have. Oh, fantastic! That'll work even better then. Because from that link, so if you check that video out, guys, there should be a link to the model. Oh, let's put Scott back on because he's a guest. He deserves the big screen. Oh, he's put the further right. Okay. Remind me what it's called.
Roker.
Wiggly catch up. Wiggly catch up.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
the
it. So it'll be
Weekly
the. It will be. Yeah, it's the weekly catch up.
Yeah, I'm just going through the. Apparently, 3 has got an offer for £20 a month, and now there's a rabbit doing a drawing. That's right. It's all extra income for you, Scott.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure there'll be about 15. Oh, there is. Oh, no, it's not. Right. So, is it here? Have I got the right video? Yes. Right. So, guys, this is what we've got. Share screen. For some reason, my computer's really, really slow. Right. So, this is the New Year build on Scott's channel. As you can see, like I purchased mine on 30th of November. I did actually order it before the video ended. $15.99, which I think is quite a good price for.
I think it's quite reasonable. I mean, again,
for will I not like it? Yeah, and it looks to me like you just layer up the bits of wood.
Oh yeah, completely. It's all pushed to fit. It's all the only thing that doesn't come with it is it doesn't come with batteries. So you will need the little button cell batteries for it if you want to line up.
Sorry, I did not know that was going to be very loud with the music. Right, are we getting that, guys? Hang on, it's gone mental. There we go. Right. Did you actually see? You didn't see any of that, did you?
No, I don't think so.
I've just been doing a screen share and no one's been seeing it.
No.
Right. Okay. Let's try again then, guys. Share.
Not seen anything.
No, it's because I've actually got to bring it onto the screen. Hang on, where's it gone? Yeah. So when you do a screen share using Melon, you do actually have to press the button that says show on stream. Right. So let's turn that volume down because that is bloody loud. So this is it, guys. Don't know if you can hear the audio.
Yep.
That don't really tell you much, does it? Okay. Right. Let's Right. Hang on. How do I get out of this? Oh, no. I didn't want that. Oh, I don't know how to cancel this. Oh, here you go. Right. As you see, I'm really not very good with computers anymore. I used to be good, and now I just seem to have lost all ability. Right, what are we looking at? So, basically, build your own 3D puzzle. Yeah. And that's what you'll end up with. No batteries in the package. Need to prepare 3 extra LR44 button batteries. So now we're forewarned. And if
They're
you
the
order
same
it,
ones that are in the gauntlet.
So if push come to shove, I could steal
You could get
the
a gauntlet, yeah.
Yes. Everything you need, no battery. They do like to tell you there's no batteries, don't they?
Yeah, they really make a big thing of that.
I'm pretty sure there's a 1-star review out there somewhere that says didn't come with batteries.
They always, that's always the way.
So, you've been talking with Natasha too long, haven't you? Always the way.
Always the way.
Reasonable size as well. Well, not unreasonable.
It's a nice little build. I've actually built it before. I built it about 2 years ago. And it's one that whenever I've had people ask me, when they say, "Oh, I'm thinking about starting modeling, what should I get?" I'm like, "Get this," and it's one I've always steered people towards because it's a good introduction. If you can't build that, the modeling's not for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's
yeah.
it's a good, yeah. It's a hard one to get wrong. Put it that way. You know.
Well,
So it's
I'm guessing it's a case of, well, I don't know if I can do it or not. And,
Mhm.
you know, well, Natasha, you did that owl the other week, didn't you?
Yeah,
And you were a bit worried about that, weren't you?
yeah.
And there we go. And
That's nice.
as Scott hasn't said it tonight, I'm going to say it's a beautiful
It's a
thing.
beautiful thing.
I just beat you to it. But yeah, be honest, was that a lot easier than you thought it was going to be?
I found this one a bit harder because you had to really look for the right pieces where they go, but I don't know if they're all in the
But
right
you've got an awful
places.
lot of pieces that look similar on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
So-
with the Row Life ones and the Roka ones. You typically you have like 3 or 4 boards, and they're all numbered and lettered. So it'll be you'll have A, B, and C and D, and then it's just A1 to B2 to whatever, and it's simple enough. When you build the base up on this one, and then you build the tower, and then inside of it, there's almost like it looks like greaseproof paper, and
Right.
it works as a filter for the light. So rather than like beaming out, it gives it a glow instead.
Oh, nice. Do you think it'll be a bit easier than this then?
Yes.
You know what?
it's really,
I want to buy you one of these for Christmas, Scott. I think you could do that over about 100 weeks.
yeah.
Because I tell you
I'm a
what,
part worker.
you-
Time is a luxury I don't have, so that's why part
sorry,
work's
say
ideal
that
for me.
again. Say what you just said again.
Time is a luxury I don't have,
Oh, I thought you said something before that.
so it's why I'm a part worker.
Right, yeah. No,
I
I thought
literally-
you gave away your job. You said
No.
in one of your videos, you're
No,
not gonna, I'm determined to find out what you do.
I'll tell you. I just can't tell you publicly. At some point, I'll tell you what I do.
All right,
I
then,
just can't
I will
publicly
look
say it.
forward to that day.
Yeah. But it's
no,
something you'd be interested, Penny. Trust me, on what you build, you'd be interested to know what I do.
Now you
But
got me even more intrigued. No, you know what? I had an email from someone this week, and I think they got ever so slightly crossed wires. Now, I won't build. I might build it one day, but I won't build the Mitsubishi Zero for
Yeah.
a very similar reason that you won't build the U-boat.
It's also why I won't build the Zero.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
is it really? See,
Yeah.
My family's American.
Hmm.
Obviously, I mean, I didn't have family. I didn't lose family at Pearl Harbor, but obviously, one of the major history events in my side of the family is Pearl Harbor,
Hmm.
and I'm really into American aircraft. Why am I building something like a Zero before I'm building all this exciting American aircraft?
Yeah.
I mean, I love aircraft. I'm not, I acknowledge war happens, and I don't believe guns kill people. I believe it's the people behind
People
the
do.
guns.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah. I don't believe guns should be banned. I just believe they should be controlled a little better. That's my viewpoint. It's like the dogs thing. I had someone got on my bus a couple of months back, and I just opened the door and I went, "Oh, hello," and it was one of these borderline dangerous looking dogs. The Dangerous Dogs Act type looking dog. Not a staffy, but one of these kind of dogs.
Yeah.
And the woman said to me, "Oh, not many people do that because they're quite scared of him." And maybe I've got a bit of a sixth sense for dogs. And I said, "Yeah, but I don't believe it's the dogs that's dangerous. It's the owners."
Yeah, and I mean, you can tell that by the owner. If there's like a bad owner with a dog, I'll be like, I'm going to stay away from that dog.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I mean, when I was a courier driver, I've gone into someone's grounds, been met by 2 Rottweilers, and just jumped out of the cab and went, "Hello," and they've all been like, "Pleased to see you."
Yeah.
And the farmer, he goes, "Oh, you're a brave person," and I went, "I just, what I've just done there was potentially stupid, but I just had a good feeling about it." But yeah, maybe I've got a thing with animals. I trust animals more. Sorry, it's just very, very bad for a YouTuber to say. I trust animals more than I trust humans. Sorry. Animals don't lie to you. If they don't like you, they'll tell you.
Animals will
Yeah.
like people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, my thing with the U-boat, I just, particularly the U-boat, the Zero, not so much. The Zero, I'm not, I just, again, if I've not built a Spitfire, building a Zero would be weird for me. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I met when I was young, much younger. I would have been about 20, I think. I met a guy that worked for Honda who was very high up, and he'd actually worked on Zero when he was a young man. And I had a great conversation with him about it. And I mean,
Yeah.
again, as a piece of machinery, it is a bloody impressive plane.
Yeah.
So it's not, but with the U-boat particularly, with what my grandfather did, he had just an absolute hatred for the U-boat
Oh,
because
yeah.
they saw it as sleazy warfare. It was, they said there was something quite noble about one ship pulling up against another ship, and then both of you
Yeah,
fight
you have a
it.
battle and the best captain wins.
Yeah. Whereas
Yeah.
U-boat, they always said was the equivalent of somebody stabbing you in the back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sneaking up on you and stabbing you in the back.
Yeah. I kind of get that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had an uncle who fought. He went up the D-Day beaches, and he survived that. And I've been, because I traced my family tree, and I've actually found all the military records, and their unit pushed on a little bit further ahead of schedule, but they were supposed to meet up with the Canadian unit, and they pushed this Panzer division back, and they had to wait for this Canadian division, which was about a day or two behind, and that gave the Panzer division time to regroup, come back, do a counterattack, and I can trace my uncle right up to the day before he died.
Right.
And it's, I mean, what's happened. I've got no animosity.
No.
towards
That's,
anything,
yeah.
but you know, I can kind of relate. You know, if someone said to me, "Yeah, I can't. Yeah, why I'm not building the Panzer," I would totally get that. I suppose if anything, it would make me more inclined to build a Panzer. I mean, I'm not saying. I think my uncle actually died in friendly fire. The way I was reading the records, I think that's what happened. But I can't remember. He was in the Oxford something battalion. Now, there's two groups. There's the one that went in first the night before D-Day. You know, they dropped the paratroopers in, and they did some bit of bridge blowing up. And I think that was the 2nd Oxford Battalion, which meant my uncle would have been in the 1st. But his battalion registered the first casualty of the D-Day landings. Let me just do a bit of a catch up. I love Roker kits, good fun. I have a few fairground rides to build for my layout. Anfield says, "Hi Scott."
Hey Lee.
And Lord Peter says, "I'm going to go now, Penny, getting tired." Yeah, you take care. Thank
Bye,
you as
Peter.
always for checking in. He's a wonderful guy, him, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if we're talking behind his back or to him, but you know, he's a wonderful guy.
Pete.
Yeah, far too generous, though. Well, is there such thing as far too generous? You know, you're not obliged to stay forever, don't you, Scott?
Yeah, I'm going to be nipping off soon anyway because I got to catch the kid before he goes to bed.
Yeah, no worries. It's, you know, you're not handcuffed to this stream. Or
No,
anything.
I know.
No, it's fine.
You are. You go.
So, yeah, I've run out of things to say now. I think
Have you got your ET yet?
I don't think I have, because let me check my fan home account. I do like the fan home account.
I do as well. I like Fan Home's page.
Well, I rang them up the other day because the problem I'm having is I'm a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? My bank account, I hide all my money in my savings account, and then I release it into my current account when it's needed. So as a result, I keep getting these emails saying, oh, payment declined from D'Agostini. Then I have to go in and make a manual
yeah.
payment, which isn't a problem. So I end up getting everything about a day or two late. No, it's still saying estimated date shipping coming soon.
Oh,
So yeah, so I rang them up and I said, actually, I was in my really wound up mood. I have been for the last couple of weeks. Bit of back pain, dealing with London passengers.
Yeah.
I'm just in a I want to kill everyone mood. And what had happened was about 3 months ago, I'd contacted them on their WhatsApp thing, and I said, "What is the payment frequency? You know, is it every 4 weeks? Is it every 5 weeks? Is it calendar monthly?" This was back in September, and they still hadn't responded.
Mm.
And anyway, meanwhile, I keep getting pestered with this email from Trustpilot. Please review us on Trustpilot.
Yeah.
So I did it. I thought I'll shut you up and I'll just put a review. And it was something like, yeah, no issues with the company. Nice little customer portal. I'm happy. About 4 hours after I posted it, I got a reply from D'Agostini saying, "Oh, we're really happy you." And I'm like, really? You can respond to that within 4 hours? You can't respond to my customer question within 4 months?
Yeah.
So I actually rang them up and I said, "Look, what's your payment frequency?" And he says, "Oh, good question. We take payment 28 days after the last shipping date." This is what they said.
Okay.
So whether that makes sense or not, I don't know. And if that is correct, it's going to be a problem with the Robocop, because that means that we'll get 4 issues of Robocop every 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because they ship about a week after they take payment, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So if they're sending us 4 issues a month, then I'm going to run out of Robocops in about 2 or 3 months, because I like to do my videos 1 per week.
Yeah.
But the Robocop is still awaiting payment on the next packet. Ecto 1, well, I do that one offline anyway. I think I have the next packs. How many millions of gauntlets have you got to do then?
15.
15 odd.
Yeah. I've done them. So it's like I've done the actual build of the, I want to say 16 to 22 are done, but they're not up on the channel.
So I'm actually ahead of you then, but mine aren't up on the channel.
Yeah, I expect so. I'm up to 22. I've not built past 22.
Right. I'm only going to say one little spoiler for you. It is actually a beautiful thing.
Is it really? That's good.
It is. It's nice.
Do you know what? I really like the Gauntlet, even though there's not a lot to do in any of the issues. Everything you do is relevant.
Yes.
So
I think the problem with the Gauntlet, and you've said this before on a stream, they give you lovely things in the first few parts.
Yeah.
You know, the Eddie Stobart, they gave us that lovely bonnet.
Yeah.
The bus, they gave us the bonnet. And it's usually here's a lovely part. Now pop it in a drawer for 1.5 years, and you'll use it later.
Again. Yeah.
Look how long it took us to put. What did we get? Issue 1 in the Ecto 1? Was it the bonnet again? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And a ghost bat. How long did that actually sit there before we put it on?
At least a year.
Yeah.
It's like the Disney Dolls House is a good example of that. The very first thing you build is the front doors.
Yeah.
And they don't go on until 2.5 years later.
Yeah. And obviously you need something to draw you in on that Gauntlet. So they give you first 2 issues, you suddenly got this much
that humongous piece after 2, yeah.
And then all of a sudden they start giving you issues with here's a couple of screws, a little bit of plastic, and a little bit of metal. Yeah. And it is, like you say, everything is relevant, and you can see everything being built on slowly.
It's how quickly it grows as well. It's ridiculous. Every time you do a pack, it almost doubles in size.
Yeah. Well, so it doesn't anymore.
I would imagine with the fingers it'll start to slow down. Yeah.
Yeah. But like you say, it is actually quite a technical little build. There's a couple of bits where I've struggled. You know, you've got to get lugs in holes, and
Yeah,
you've got to
it's
get
got
the
to be
right
lined up
size.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, you know, if you're just slapping it together, I'm sorry, ladies, if we bore you, just say,
No,
you know,
carry on. I'm going to get some chocolate muffins.
oh, that sounds lovely. All I've got for my tea, I'm afraid, is but it is after 8. It is 9:45, so I can get
Definitely,
away
so
with
it's
it.
after 8, isn't it?
And as I say, it's after 8 somewhere, isn't it?
Always.
So yeah, just two people talking about part works.
But it's
Dominic.
I've enjoyed the gauntlet a lot because again, I mean, it's my concern was that I didn't enjoy Iron Man because there was so little to
Did you
do.
not?
I didn't. It was all right, but it some of it was way too little. I mean, you look at it, come on, and you get honestly, it would be one piece of plastic. That was it, and I could do entire packs of Iron Man in like a month's worth in
But
under 10
is
minutes.
it about the length of the build, or is it about what you're building?
I think what it was the reason why I did Iron Man, and I'm glad that ultimately it worked out well. But the reason why I did it originally, we signed up to do the DeLorean,
Right.
and it was in like the death knells of Eagle Moss. So we waited about 3 months, and no DeLorean had turned up. And I kept saying, "Well, when's it coming?" And they said, "We haven't got an issue 1, but we can send you." And it was like 4 random issues. It was like 22, 63. So I was like, no, I said, you know what, kill it. And I cancelled it. And
Yeah.
I promised the kids that we were going to do the DeLorean. I said to them, look, it's just not going to happen. I said, but Iron Man's just been released. So we bought Iron Man because it was the only one I've ever bought just kind of on whim, right? If I'd have held back and waited, I probably would have built something else. I like Iron Man, I do. And the actual model itself, I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
But the repetition of building it and the fact there's so little to do in each one it didn't grab me, and it all comes together at the end. So right at the end you put it all together, but you're just left with this box of limbs for 2 years, and then literally in the last issue he's all built.
See, the really weird thing is that I did the gauntlet for the exact same reason I didn't do the Iron Man, which is it's
Right.
Marvel.
Okay.
I think maybe I wasn't. I mean, right? You're a bit of a super fan. You seem to know so much about everything that you get into, whereas I watch these films for entertainment purposes, and that's as far as it goes. Now, I think I'm more into Marvel now than I was when the Iron Man came out,
Mm-hmm.
because I think I'd watched a couple of the films, and then I kind of got into it a little bit, and then I did a little bit of searching, and I found out what order to watch them all in, and then I sat and watched everything from date, not the date it was made order, but where it all fits in together.
Chronological,
and it suddenly all made a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and it's and I really kind of got into a bit more. I do apologize. We have Dominic joining us. How are you, my good friend?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Hi, Dominic.
Dominic is going to
Hi,
be my
Natasha.
partner in crime on New Year's Eve when we are going to expertly build a Lightning 2. That could be fun. It might not be. It might be.
Yeah, that's fun.
Let's see how well Little History Stream goes on Friday. 1 hour challenge. Absolutely no way.
Oh yeah, I do 1 hour challenge with Little History. I am there, and I accept the challenge.
Do you know what? I think if it was me, I think I would just cut all the parts off a sprue. I'd get a big bowl, I'd pour all my Tamiya extra thin in, chuck the parts in, shake it about, and go, there you go, guys. Done in an hour.
No.
I'm going to jump out. I've got to catch kids before they
Yeah,
go to bed.
thanks
Thank you for
ever
having
so
me,
much
Fanny.
for joining us, Scott. I
Good
really
talking to you all.
appreciate it.
Good night,
Yeah.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Scott. Nice
Bye-bye.
to meet you.
She's figuring
Anyone
out.
want a chocolate muffin?
I would love one. Thank you very much.
Well, I've got
Bye.
8 to share, you see.
Do you want to put?
Hi,
Actually, I'll
Michelle.
be all right because I had my Pret double berry muffin this morning.
Oh, that'd be
Oh.
nice.
Oh, that'll do, won't it? Yeah. What a wonderful pleasure that was having Scott. on. No, it was. It was. No, I do enjoy
I
Scott.
thought you meant about my chocolate.
No, I said, what a
muffin.
nice pleasure having Scott on.
Yeah.
Why
Sorry.
you know, listen. Right,
It
hi,
goes in,
Scott.
in one ear and out the other sometimes.
Fair, and at least you're honest about it. You know, all these people that pretend to listen to me, you know, but at least you're honest about it. Yeah, I don't care what you say, Penny. Oh, we have a gorge. See, you make me jealous because I can't see my animals. Well, I can see my animals because they're on camera, but
Oh, look.
yeah.
Ah.
Should we put him on big screen? Because he's got something worth looking at, hasn't
It's a
he?
small dog.
Oh, he's just. Is he one of these ones you just take him down the garden path and he's like, "Oh, that's enough walking. Thank you very much."
Ah.
Then he love. He don't want to be there, does he?
What's his name?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nikki. This is a girl. She is
Oh, girl.
5 years old, and she was from my aunt.
Don't you think it's interesting that you automatically refer to dogs as he and
Yeah.
you automatically refer to cats as she?
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Um,
4 cats too.
Oh.
3 boys and 1 girl.
I bet they gang up on Nikki, don't they?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's really sweet. She is a small little dog.
I bet. Well, they say best things come in small packages. Obviously,
Yep.
no one told that to Shadow, my cat, but
Yeah.
right, we have got MP Model Plastic. Good evening, Pennies, Natasha, Michelle, building with the boys and all in chat.
Hey, MP.
Hi, Manuel, Night Peter. I got a feeling I missed a lot of chat. Hi, Carl, Night Peter. Thought you'd gone to bed, Terry. Lurking. Right, outlaw paints. Right, Carl, you brought the subject up. Outlaw paints. So I have seen a video. I've not had a chance to watch it. Actually, I think it's coming out tonight on Moz's channel. Is there more paints coming out? Are
Yeah,
they
14 new colors.
right. So are they
And-
now genuinely worth buying?
No, I am. I tell you that after stream.
Why are you going to say bad things about them or good things? No, listen. All opinions welcome here. All opinions valid. What I will say is, if anyone is negative about something, I would like to hear why. I think there's a difference between negativity and critique.
The
Yeah.
paint is absolutely not bad. That's not the problem.
Yeah,
Only I am in the Netherlands, and you have rules. With
right.
he promised me to sponsor me and send me 40 colors.
Right.
Yeah, and every time I send him an email, I hear 6 months now nothing of him. Nothing.
Right.
And he promised me, and that is, I am really angry on the owner.
Right. So if he was
In that
honest,
situation.
then you because if, for example, if it's too expensive for him to send Australia to Holland,
No, the problem is he promised me something, and then he had a thing. He can 12 bottles send me for
Yeah.
free, and then that is 1 package. But he sent me then 3 or 4 packets.
right?
That is possible, but then he do 12 and then 12 and then 12. Yeah, that is the law. You cannot send me to me for free. The 150 euros, it is higher than he got a ticket.
So he would have to send you lots of small packets rather than one big box full of them.
That was his plan, and I hear nothing of him anymore.
Right.
And I sent him plenty emails, and I heard nothing. Dus
Right.
I am done with Outlaw Paints.
No, that's valid. I mean, that's a similar story to me in DPD, isn't it? I've had a problem with DPD. Now, 90% of my viewers on this particular stream might go, well, that's very unusual, Penny. DPD are fantastic.
Yeah.
And before this week, I would say, yeah, they are fantastic. Never a problem with them. So,
Yeah, I love DPD.
yeah. Now, your experience with Outlaw Paints has been less than perfect. Everybody else might have a wonderful experience with him, and you're the only one who's had a problem. You know, so it's a valid.
I can order something. That is not a problem. But he promised me to sponsor me.
Right.
Yeah, and that is not what he's doing. He sent me no emails, no message, nothing. And I think there's two things. It is a little bit that language barrier. You know, my English is not the best.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Better than my lodgers. At least you can understand how to wash up.
Yeah. Dus yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's your opinion. I mean, what the general consensus that I've heard from them is that they're very good paints, but, and obviously this is probably obvious from a new company, they don't have the range. So you couldn't paint most of your scale models exclusively with Outlaw because you'd have to end up mixing colors. But then that's probably pretty standard from a new company, isn't it? You're not going to end up having 400 different colors on a launch.
But you're in England, you can order it in by Spruebox.
Right.
From James Skiffins.
Spruebox, is that the one where they send you the mystery stuff every month?
Yeah, he does something of that. Yeah, that is James Skiffins, his company of his web shop.
Yeah,
and he have Outlaw Paints in his range, so you can order it by him. Because for you, is that cheaper?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm once I build my new spray booth, I'm thinking about getting a couple. You know, I'll just get a black or a white because you can't go wrong with a black or a white, can you? You can use that on just about anything. And I just want to see what they're like. I got a theory that I will be able to use because what they lacquer, aren't they? The Outlaw paints.
They're
not acrylics.
Acrylics. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. Only it is not every acrylic paint have powders in it, right?
Right.
Pigment powders. That is the pigments is liquid.
Which is why they airbrush so well.
Yes.
Right. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I really want to try them out now then. No, listen, I don't mind. See, and I don't mind trying things out again. It's like I used to be really against Humbrol paints. I didn't think much of them, and I really had no choice but to get a Humbrol, the what do you call them, Generation 2. And I'm spraying. I'm like, this is really nice. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm liking this. And yeah, now I like Humbrol Generation 2. Still prefer my AK Interactives, but you know. But yeah, I mean Humbrols. But I think it's getting a bit of a fierce market out there for paints, isn't it? If your paint isn't liked by a lot of people, you ain't going to be in business long.
True.
You know, gone are the days when people use Humbrol because that's what they've always used.
That is the reason I was looking for. My plan was sometimes I build a car.
Yeah.
And that was the plan for the Outlaw paints. I'd have the colors for the car.
Well, have you tried Paul ISM? I can't remember. There we go. Bear with me. I'm just trying to find the right button to make you big. So that is that. Yes. Do you know what? I'm glad you. Yeah. So that's Paul ISM's company.
Yes.
So are they as good as? Because obviously I'm not being funny, and don't take this the wrong way. Paul ISM is going to tell you how wonderful they are, because obviously he's the one selling them. Are they as good as he makes out?
Yeah, a really good paint. Really nice to spray, really fast dry, and you can after it. You're not happy with the. You have little spots of dust.
Yeah.
You can wet sanding it with 10,000 or 5,000, and then you make it flat, and then you can clean it off with kitchen paper.
Which is basically what you're going to be doing with gloss paints anyway, isn't it?
It is not a gloss paint. It is a
No,
flat
but
paint.
when you do the gloss coat,
Yeah,
there's a system they use, isn't it, where you spray the gloss on, you then sand it back, then you
Yeah.
do another layer, and you just keep sanding it, and you're not
No.
sanding it, you're just taking the top layer off, aren't you?
no. Only what you need to do is the top layer. You not spray it again. Then you can clean it with water for the dust,
Right.
and then you can the compound to make
The
it glossy.
compound. Yeah. Right, little history says LOL. Carl says hi, Dominique. So does
Hi, Carl.
MP.
MP
And
model.
Mark Fitz says just watch bloopers. Well, funny. Even subscribed as well. My job here is done. I have got someone else subscribers. Scott actually gave me a mention on one of his videos, and I ended up with about 5 or 6 new subscribers. So I meant to say that actually, but so if you do watch this bit ever, Scott, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Total surprise. I'll be honest with you. I watch a lot of videos. I watch while I'm in bed, and I was watching his video, and not a comment on the quality of his videos, but I was just starting to nod off. Not, let's say, not a boring video. It's just I was
Back in a
really
minute, Penny.
tired. Yeah, no problems. Yeah, so I'm just starting to nod off, and then all of a sudden I hear Penny's Pit Stop, and I'm like, what? Who said that? And I looked, and it was still, I was still watching the video, and he says, oh, check out her channel. She does part works. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So yeah, so Mark's subscribed. So, but trust me, it's well worth watching. You know me, I'll say things to your face. I won't say, I don't lie to people. I don't watch all of his videos. The builds that don't interest me, I don't really watch.
I like every morning the little Christmas thing on your
Thank
channel.
you. I'm
That is
glad
really
someone
cool.
liked that.
Yeah, that is really cool.
It's a funny little build because
Yeah.
some days it's like, really? Here's like
Yeah.
someone said with the bookmark. It's a nice little bookmark, but what's it got to do with the build? I'll tell you what it's got to do with the build. They got to drag that out 24 days somehow, haven't they?
Yep.
And like one of the days was let's build a matchbox. The next day, here's some screws to put in the matchbox. I promise you, it does get better.
Yeah, I love it. It is really cool to see that.
Yes. But what's really nice is that there was one person, they basically said, oh, I've not seen anything like this before. And I think they're going to try and find a building advent calendar. So, yeah, I've actually influenced somebody.
Yeah, it is really cool to see. And it brings me on an idea. I have a couple of builds are not too we say that difficult. You can easy build, yeah.
Yes.
And then you do part 1. I make section 1.
Yeah.
I make a little video of it. Section 2, and I'm filming that in 1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I make a spray video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make all separate videos and upload every day a video.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Well, I'll give you all a spoiler just to people watching it. Oh my God, I've got 17 viewers. You guys are mental. It's 10 o'clock and you're all watching my channel. Whatever's up with you?
It was earlier 21 viewers.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? A couple of years ago, myself and Horlicks, we used to do the live. We used to do a live build on the Route Master every Wednesday, and that built a bit of a cult following up. You know, people were. I mean, some people just tuned in. They didn't really care so much about the build. They just enjoyed the show. You know, it's like right, and we tried to have a fairly, you know me. We try and have a fairly strict layout. So like, let's get on with the build, then we'll focus on the chit chat. But yeah, little spoiler for you guys. Starting Christmas Day, I'm doing the 12 makes of Christmas. It hasn't come out as successful as I hoped, but basically for 12 days, there's going to be a little build, nothing, or a make or something. There's 3 days when I'm not actually able to do anything because what I've tried to do hasn't been successful. So I've just made something up to fill in the space. But there will be a little competition. And what I've tried to do is I've not announced it. Did I mute someone?
Like me.
You're all right. You're all right. Yeah, nothing can stop you, can it, Natasha?
No, I'll just unmute myself.
I'll just check Michelle. Michelle, just say anything.
I'm fine.
Oh, that's fine. No, I had a feeling I muted someone. I thought it was Michelle because Michelle said, "Oh, I'm just disappearing for a bit." So
I'm
yeah.
fine.
So I wanted to give back to my viewers, but I didn't want to invite the spam bots. And I also didn't want to invite the people who just watch things just because there's something in it for them.
Yeah.
Other than the contents of the show. So what I've done, I mean, I'll explain it all on the first video, but there will be a little competition, and you won't even know there's a competition unless you watch the first video, and then that will tell you what you've got to do, and then you're going to have to watch. It's a little ulterior motive. You've got to watch the entire video because you don't know where this day's little entry thing is. It could be right at the beginning, it could be right at the end, more likely it's in the middle, and I try to present things slightly differently. But basically one thing I've learned is 3 months to make 12 videos for the 12 days of Craftmas isn't enough. You need a lot more time than that. So you'd think, oh, I've got 3 months till Christmas. Not a problem. No, it's not. So Michelle's doing an Advent jigsaw. That sounds fun. Just have to wait 5 seconds for Michelle because she's listening to it on Carl's screen. There we go.
It's quite good actually.
Yeah.
It's just a square section
Right.
for each day.
Nice. If you like
just
jigsaw
builds
puzzles.
up into 24 pieces.
Nice. So are you actually making like a section, or is it just 24 days worth of random pieces? We might get a look.
Actually.
Right. So you get a few little pieces every day.
Oh, cool.
See, and it's nice that us. It's nice that us adults can get advent calendars. I mean, a little bit of chocolate is nice.
Yeah.
But or if you're poor like me, you used to get a window and behind it used to be a picture, and that was what you were waiting for every day was the picture. And then you'd go to school and everyone would be telling you about the chocolate they've had today, and you're like, oh, I only got a picture.
We had last year a little advent calendar for the cat.
Oh, nice.
A little
I-
cat candy in it for the cat, a little other
Nice.
things. Every day is different. But we have 4 cats.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do one day and then you look to the cats. We want what? Some cats eat everything.
Yeah. See, Chubbies, I have a fussy cat. Right. ES
Yeah.
Michael is saying, I'm enjoying Penny's Christmas build. Think it's ace. To be fair to you, that is actually a fair representation of our part works. Some of those days have been pretty good, and some of them you're like, really? And it does all add to the build. It's all see, I miss my cats now ever so much, even more than I did this morning. Oh, look at him just in there. Oh, having a little cuddle on your shoulder. Yeah. So the advent calendar that I'm doing, some days you've got a bit more exciting than other days, but it's all part of the build, and that's how it goes. And I think I'm hearing grumbles. I mean, I'm not building it, but I'm hearing grumbles about the Batman tumbler, and there isn't much to do on it at the moment. And my response to that is, sorry, mate, that's the way part works go.
Yeah.
I'm building the Eddie Stobart, and everybody knows I hate wheels. And it would be fair to say, well, why the hell are you doing a truck? How many wheels are there on that truck? I can't stand wheels. I just think they're so boring.
Thanks, Lindsay.
But it's part of the model. There was 6 of them on the bus, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on. Is there 10 or 60 or whatever is on the? I can't remember how many there are on the Eddie Stobart. There's a lot of wheels on the Eddie Stobart. You've got the cab, and you've got the trailer. And the trailer's got more wheels than the cab. So, but they're done now. Well, they're not done because I've got some issues sitting at home. But it's the way it is. You've got some. But you see, also there'll be someone out there going, "But I love doing the wheels. It's the engine I hated doing. I found that very boring." So one thing you like. So I think that advent calendar, that's a fair representation of a part work. Some stages are better than others.
Yeah.
Anfield says, hi DS. David says, listening while concentrating on metal work. Or you be careful. Depends what you're doing with the metal. Evening, everyone. I just got my iXO collection full kit of the Nissan GT-R 35.
Ooh, nice.
Last week, Wednesday, and my iXO collection full kit of my Volvo Amazon 122S. Is that an old car or is that a sporty car? I don't know my cars very well. I'm so sorry. I know my cars about as well as Natasha knows her planes and tanks.
Yeah, they're just called planes and tanks.
Planes and tanks. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. But she knows. But in her defense, she knows the difference between a tank and a plane.
Yeah.
So if ever she was serving in the armed forces and an A-10 was shooting down, was trying to destroy a tank, at least she'd know which one was the good guy and which is the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm building this one at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And that is in I go painted in the color what I showed you earlier. This gray, blue, gray color.
You've gone a bit funny there, Dominic. Oh, there we go. Yes.
It's really nice.
See, I'm looking at them. They look like medicine balls.
Yeah. This is the car.
Nice. See, I do like the older cars because older cars had sharp edges on them rather than all these curves that they've got these days.
Yeah.
Is that 1:25 scale? Is that a bit of an odd scale?
Yeah, it's old scale. Yeah, 125. Yeah.
Right. Your camera doesn't seem to like you showing boxes of things. It makes you
No.
go all funny.
I have here a second camera.
Right. Oh, did you flick cameras?
Yes.
Yep.
It's my
Right.
second camera. This is
Right.
my camera for live streams. I do it building something.
Oh, Dominique, you spoilt my fun. You've hidden up your little mess where you've stripped off the grid. Yeah, there it is. Dominique had a little accident. Right. Scott Bennett says Carl Scale modelling. I have to be in the next town. Saw hair, never had a set. Unlucky Scott. Crafty Chris, I would love the jigsaw ad. My computer's gone really slow for some reason. It's been like that for a few days. I would love the jigsaw advent. DS Model says you can get a gin. Trust you to come up with that, Dave. You can get a gin advent calendar. See, I think you've been on the gin. You've forgotten how to spell calendar. You're usually much better than that, Dave. Have you been doing it
as well?
I bet he got the gin advent calendar today and he's caught up on the previous 10 days. That's why he can't spell calendar, look. We know, Dave. We know. I have been watching Michelle's channel. You kept that one quiet, Michelle. I didn't know. Do you want to do a linky post? Except you can't because you've got to make a comment for me to give you a blue spanner. Until you get the blue spanner, you can't post a link. If someone would be so kind as to maybe Carl, if you could post a link for us. Right. Yeah, look, he's really been on the gin, look. 12 wheels on the Eddie Stobart. 12 wheels, yeah. Fishing rod on its way again. Thumbs up. It's a stabity. That's the knife, isn't it?
14 wheels. What?
12 wheels on the Eddie Stobart. We were talking about wheels earlier on. I don't like doing wheels. And I've gone and done a part work that's got more wheels than anything else I've ever done. Oh, hang on. What's going? This is weird. What? Right, my thing's doing weird things. Right, no, my chat's gone funny. Right, so we've got 10 past 10. Lindsay says I've been watching Michelle's channel doing the calendar. 10:13.
Dominique's put it on. Thank you, Dominique.
No problem.
Right, then we've got Dave, DS Models 12 wheels on the Eddie. Then the next comment is 8:50, Sprue and Glue fishing rod on its way. Oh, this has gone weird. Sorry, guys. Here we go. That's better. Right. So, been watching 12. Right, the cat looks comfy. That was when he was on your shoulder. Oh, 14 wheels on the head. Then, hi all. What is Carl working on? Carl, what are you working on? Just have to give it the delay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing.
There you go. Nothing. He's sitting there doing nothing.
It's actually not. He's just sat there watching the screen.
Men do that quite well, don't they? Just sit there doing nothing. Do you know, in all fairness, that was me as a kid. My mum would say, "What are you doing?" And I'd say, "Nothing." Yeah. And she'd go, "No, you must have been doing that." Oh, I was honestly doing nothing. I could sit there. You remember I was the world's laziest kid. I used to spend 10 minutes making my toothbrush look used so that I didn't have to spend the 2 minutes brushing my teeth.
Mhm.
And I'd spend half an hour pretending I've had a bath just so I'd, it would have been easier just to have the bath and brush my teeth. But Anfield says, night all, gonna go. See you in the streams. DS
See you later.
model, LOL. I just bought MPC, the Cat Cougar Street Machine 1:25 scale. Dominique has, thank you, Dominique. So guys, let's all check that channel out. I will check it out later on. Who's that? Randall. Hello, Randall. How are you, my good friend?
Hey guys.
Hey,
I have
Randall.
I'm
seen
hanging
you
pretty good. How about
on Anfield streamers, haven't I?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm usually on Leaf Stream a lot of the time. So
Right, so you have the spotlight. Tell us all about you, because
All
I
right.
don't believe you. Hang on, I'm trying to move you into the spotlight. There you go.
All right, sure. Well,
Spotlight
I'm
is
Randall
all yours.
Ellison, and I do a lot of model train stuff like these. So
Nice.
mainly HO scale, and actually it's kind of ironic because my actual job actually involves the railroad. So
Isn't it nice when you can work in your hobby?
Yeah, I actually transport crews for BNSF. So
Yes, I've seen you on
Yep.
a stream where you were doing a live stream of a car park.
Yep.
Because that was your job, was to just sit there and wait for people to need to go to wherever. What a wonderful
That is
job
correct.
you have.
Yeah, it's not bad. I wish BNSF would kind of cooperate with us a little more, but
Yeah.
that's for another topic for another day.
Yeah. So where are you based? Because you don't sound like you're from the UK.
No, I'm actually in Missouri. Where I work is actually in southern Missouri, in the United States. So Lee, if he's still in the chat, he probably knows this already. But I'm based out of Thayer, Missouri, is where I normally drive out of. But where I'm at now is in Springfield, Missouri, is what they call a bar route driver, where they basically send a driver from one district to another to assist that particular district. So
yeah, because your railway network's a lot different from ours, isn't it? In the sense that you have a lot of freight going all over the place,
and also we get what we call a foreign railroads, meaning other railroads besides BNSF will get Norfolk. Most of our non-BNSF power is usually from Norfolk Southern, but we get Canadian Pacific, Canadian National, Ferromex out of Mexico. We basically have all the class ones up here.
Is that all compatible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything you can tell. You'll actually see trains on BNSF with either straight with Norfolk Southern Power. You'll see them with Kansas City Southern Power, which would now be CPKC because of the recent merger. With Canadian Pacific. So yeah, it's possible you could get a consist with many different railroads.
So to bring that down to a very, very basic level, is that like with us, you might get an Arriva train and then you'll get a first group train, then you'll get the train coming from Scotland going through on its way to Wales or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I mean, it would be kind of like something like that was to happen. It would even be a situation where if you had like two different companies' locomotives on the same train.
Oh.
So,
well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? If you're both going the same way,
yeah,
why not?
Even the rolling stock is compatible with each other. Like you would have different companies rolling stock on the same train. Now, granted, Rio Grande doesn't exist anymore, but that's kind of just an example.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I might be hassling you one day then when I start my model railway. I should be emailing all these people going, help, how do I do this?
Yeah, I mean, if I can't answer the question, there's people I know that can. So
See, this is the great thing about the makers, isn't it? You know, I have a little bit of knowledge, someone else has a little bit of knowledge, and between us we can muddle through.
Yeah,
yeah, and I kind of have an affinity for these fallen flag railroads. You know, I showed you the Rio Grande car. I think this is the Rock Island one. No, that's the TP and W car, but there's that one.
Wow.
The Rock Island car was one I was trying to get to show you, but yeah, this one right here is one of them. Right there is the Rock Island car.
Nice.
That's the one I was looking for because they actually have one of these that's painted white.
Okay.
And has the Rock Island spelled out along it, but I really wanted the blue car, so I was very fortunate I found that car while I was up here in Springfield. So,
is that as simple as saying if you can't find the one you want, just make it?
yeah, I mean you could do that.
Your face is like, cool.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I say that is, me personally, I can't do that.
Right. Okay.
Because A, my job. B, I don't have the equipment to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
So, you know, it's kind of like that. Yeah, there are other people that can do that.
Right. So, do you spend a hell of a lot of time sitting in car parks then in your car, in your truck?
It's possible. I mean, there's been days where I've worked 15 hours a day. So
yeah. No, I can relate to that. When I was at Newport, I was spare driver, and you could quite literally spend 16 hours doing nothing all day, sitting on a sofa. Or you could spend the whole day driving, and it would be quite common for me to be sent on a trip and they'll go, oh, this one was due out 20 minutes ago, and you'll work really hard trying to get back on time, and you'll bring it into the bus station and you'll think, oh, I've got a break now, and they'll go, right, can you take this one? It was due out 15 minutes ago. And that could be your whole day.
Right.
Yeah.
So the way it works here with me and the other drivers that work at Rail Crew, we have an app on our phone that tells us where we're at on the board, and you will move up the ladder as drivers get called out for trips, and they go on rest, and they cycle up. And,
right.
And
so obviously, if your jobs are longer, you'll end up doing less jobs because you don't join the queue until you finish. It's a little bit like when I was a taxi driver. Once you cleared a job, you go to the bottom.
What will eventually happen is you'll get a call from an automated caller. It'll be the auto dial out,
right?
And it'll be an AI voice that talks to you. It's not going to. When I first started working at Rail Crew, you had the actual dispatchers call you, but about first part of 2020, they changed to this automated call system where you have this AI voice. It gives your trip number, your pickup location, your drop-off location, and the time to pick them up. So and then it'll ask you if you want to accept the trip. You'll hit either yes or no. If you hit yes, it'll ask you to accept the trip a second time to officially accept it.
Right.
You'll officially accept the trip, and then you'll have, from the time that automated system hangs up to whenever you arrive at the depot to get there. Like now, there's been times where they would literally call you and they give you like 5 minutes to get to the depot, which where I live is impossible because it would take me a half hour. Yeah, it would take me a half hour or better to get there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But,
so basically, your job's not much different from me being a bus driver when I was a taxi driver. It's like, why are you giving me this job now? It was due half an hour ago, and they're like, yeah, we didn't have anyone spare.
You're just at the mercy of the railroad. The bad part is, even if you clock in late, the railroad fines Rail Crew.
Right.
If you're late. So, and then you get eat out by the
but you can only get there when you can get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would either have to clock in from your house and then drive like a madman to get to the depot to get your van.
So how are the rail
thing.
crew when they've been waiting for half an hour for you?
This is where it kind of gets a little foggy because I have heard that if you're sitting there for a certain amount of time, you have to call the dispatcher and ask him where the train is or where the crew is.
Right.
And then they would have to get a hold of BNSF, and then they'd have to call you back and tell you where they're at, or if the trip's busted or whatever.
But what about when they, like, if they said, "Oh, I need to pick up at 2:00," and then you can't get there in time, and you're there, they're waiting until 2:30 for you to turn up. Are they all right with you? See, where the buses in London, you get customers. Oh, I've been waiting 3 minutes for this bus, and I'm not happy.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, not only do the drivers like myself get called in late, so do the crews.
Right.
So the crews will actually wind up being called late too.
Right.
And a lot of times you will get there, even though you're technically late. The crews won't even be there yet because they've also been called late.
Right. So it's not a flawless system then.
No, it's not. It's far from a flawless system.
Right.
I mean, I've showed up to work and you would sit there 2 or 3 hours and they bust your trip. So
yeah. Well, it sounds interesting, but I think most other people's jobs are interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's kind of fun. You kind of get to kind of pick the brains of the train crews a little bit, find out what locomotives they like and what they don't like, and usually if you talk to a lot of them, most of them hate every locomotive that BNSF has on their roster. So,
do you know what? It's like us. It's like us with buses.
Besides the new ones, of course.
Yeah, no, it's just like, I mean, my first day back after my holiday, turned up in London with a bad back. They gave me, because they're getting really short of buses because they're all breaking down and drivers are crashing them. So I think I had the oldest, most broken bus on the whole fleet.
Yeah.
I could feel it when I went over a pebble, and I'm like, oh, as I'm driving along for 5 hours. And I didn't enjoy that.
We had that when we had our old vans. These new ones we got now is not too bad, but
yeah. Oh no, when you know, like normally a lot of the modern buses are generally all right. You get potholes and you're like, what pothole? But when you got a bad back, you literally feel every single little dip in the road.
Yeah, before I started working here, they used these Ford vans, these like cargo type vans or bus vans, whatever you call them, to transport crews with. And very few people like those vans.
Yeah.
They had one left when I hired on there, and it was all but retired then. So
yeah. Sorry, I apologize. I just saw an email saying that I paid something by PayPal, and funny enough, I was talking earlier on to Scott about the part works from Fanhome, and it turns out that at 9:00, which is just over an hour ago, one of my part works has just been paid for. So if I'm lucky, I'll get that when I come home. But I don't know which one it is. PayPal just says a payment has been taken.
Now I can show you what kind of engines we deal with here. On the third, because I actually have them all on one of them. Now, this is one of the ones I said the crews hate. Because
are you watching, Natasha? Because this is something we're going to get you to build at some point in the future. We're not a model kit. We're going to get you to scratch build it.
No, this isn't a model. This is this is a model that's ready to run. It's not a kit, was what I was trying to say. But this is what BNSF uses from one of the locomotives they use on their roster. So, and it may not show up because it's in a clear plastic shell. I may have to actually take it out, but that's sort of. It may not be showing up.
That's a proper American locomotive, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll have to get out. This light's reflecting off of it. So.
No, it's fine. I got a little bit of what it was.
I can kind of show you here. So this engine here, this is an AC 4400 CW. These BNSF got these kind of back in the early 2000s, right around 2000. I think 02 is when they got these. So they're over 20 years old by this point. But there's what it looks like.
But is 20 years old
Yeah.
for a train locomotive?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing it's not like a bus, is it? I mean, buses really need
probably it's probably middle age, we'll call it, for a locomotive on BNSF roster, because they have engines that are way older than this one. They've got locomotives that date back to the 1960s that's still running.
Because if they work, do they need replacing? You know, it's only when they get to a point where they're no longer cost effective to repair.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, they're actually some of these railroads are actually in the process of rebuilding these.
Right.
These particular engines they can rebuild and meet stricter emission standards. They can make them pull better. NS just rebuilt a whole slew of their Dash 9s into what's called AC 44 C6Ms. So basically, took a DC traction engine and turned it into one of these.
Yeah.
And again, with the way NS does stuff, from this is what I've heard from BNSF crews, they're not very popular with crews. In fact, these aren't very popular because they say by this point they're worn out. They need to be overhauled, and they have what they call desktop controls. So you're basically sitting behind a desk on these things.
Right.
And crews really don't like these. The ones that came after these, the Gevos, the ES44s, the Tier 4 Gevos, they have a kind of a more standard type control like they had back in the 70s, and where the crew actually sits a lot more towards the windshield, where they have a little better
vision's a little bit better. Yeah,
the vision's a little better. There's some differences in the cab, and I don't really know what the exact differences are in this cab. I don't know if the notches in the nose are a little different.
Oh, see, I'm looking at that nose, and I'm thinking that's got to be so many blind spots for them.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
See, a lot of our trains,
really
they're very flat-fronted.
The interesting thing with this cab is, if you actually look, it's got little notches cut into the cab on the roof. This is the BNSF only option on this locomotive. They're the only railroad that has this style of cab.
Right. I guess that's to do with sun glare, is it?
Well, the reason why these notches are here, this is actually from a predecessor Santa Fe. Their Dash 8s and Dash 9s had this same style of cab on them. And basically what it was, they served a coal mine out in New Mexico somewhere, and the standard profile cab actually couldn't go into the loading facility.
Okay.
Because the sides of the cab would hit some of the equipment. So what they did, they had GE cut notches into the sides of the cab right here on the roof.
Gotcha.
So they could fit through the loading dock. And they call it, and if you actually look at it, they call it a gull wing cab, because if you actually look at it, it kind of looks like the gull wing that you would draw. And this was a Santa Fe and BNSF only option. The AC 4400s got this style cab too. So.
Yeah, that's so American though, isn't it? Oh, we can't get the trains in. We could move all the equipment. No. We'll change all the trains.
Yeah. but see, the way it works here, you could take this engine, the real version, and you could put it on NS, you can put it on CSX, you can put it on any railroad in the country, so long as the tracks can support the weight of it.
Yeah.
These things are still hanging on.
Yeah,
in real life.
Fair enough. I mean,
that stuff is really expensive. I see
Do what?
that stuff is really expensive. I see
Yeah.
a video I watching storage units buyers. That man had a storage unit full of trains. And he had Dutch trains. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm Dutch.
By the way, those are just clips to keep the truck from swinging back and
American
forth
trains.
once in the bog.
Everything he had in that storage unit, and he buy the storage unit for $1.
No.
Yeah, he make a lot of money.
Oh. See,
And
if you buy a storage unit for $1, you know you're going to make money no matter what's in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you start getting to thousands, you're like, maybe I'd like to have an idea what's in here.
Yeah, but there was nobody there, and he had one storage unit for. He had the man was a collector. He was he buy everything what he want, and he had a lot of boxes with a name on it. That company that is located here in the Netherlands. He shipped the stuff what he buy on the website from the Netherlands to America.
Nice.
And the owner of the old owner, he passed away. Dus the family want not the storage units, dus he buy it for $1. And it's really cheap. He had all plastic containers, the big plastic containers with brand new kits, a couple of special kits, the Marklin stuff, and the Marklin Railroad stuff with the little round thing you can switch from the. Yeah, I don't know how you say that in English, but that's really nice stuff in that container, and it was amazing to see the videos.
It's pretty neat stuff they got. So
yeah. And you like only the American trains, or you have European? Will you say that? European?
I don't have any European trains or anything, but yeah, if the opportunity presented itself, I would probably explore that a little bit. So yeah, I mostly do the American stuff. So
okay, yeah. Yeah, there are a couple of stores here in the Netherlands, not too far away from me. I go to there sometimes for scale models, and I look in the train stuff. I use a couple of train things for my scale model dioramas.
That's cool.
The static grass, the little grass things from Nog, that brand. The sand, the grid. I use it all from Train Models store.
This one here I got from Scale Frames. This is their what they call the rivet counter line. It's not quite their top of the line. The museum quality is like the cream of the crop in their division, but it's still a pretty highly detailed engine. There's a lot of details on there.
Yeah.
So
I love it. Really nice. Really nice thing.
It's a heavy engine. It's a monster.
Yeah.
So it'll be mid-January before I find out what this thing runs and sounds like, because I won't be home till then at the earliest. So until now, it's going to have to sit in the box and wait. So
I don't know if you caught that comment. What's the difference between a Coco and a Bobo?
I don't really understand what he's asking.
I don't know. Could that be a wheel layout or something? Could you possibly elaborate on that one, Wayne?
I don't really follow you, Wayne.
Oh, there we go. Why am I looking for the punchline, Wayne? Yeah, I think I am as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if it's because, like, I don't know about your trains, but we refer to trains by like 3 numbers, and it refers to something to do with the sets of wheels. So if you had like, I'm making this up, but if you had a class 464, you've got 4. So I think we would probably call that a 606.
Well, if it'll show up on there, it actually says the name right here on the frame. It's an AC 4400 CW. So basically, what you would have is your AC, which would be your AC traction motors.
I'm assuming Michelle's not laughing at you. She's probably just seen Lindsay's comment.
Yes, I see Lindsay's comment in there. So, so you would have your AC traction.
No. I just read the chat.
Yeah.
It's not showing up all that good, but anyway, your AC be your AC traction. Your 4400 would be your 4400 horsepower that this engine generates.
Right.
And then the C would be for these 3-axle trucks.
Right.
So if it's a C, it's a 6-axle locomotive. If it's a B, it's a 4-axle locomotive.
Right.
And GE's.
I'm guessing there would be no such thing as an A then, because that probably just wouldn't be strong enough.
Years ago, they actually did have A and B units, but
Really?
that was a long time ago. In fact, the last ones were the ones built for Santa Fe. They built GP60Ms, GP60Bs, which were the Bs were cabless booster units.
Right.
So, but and then the W, of course, would be this wide cab right here, which is a full width of the locomotive. So that's how GE classifies their engines. EMD does it a little differently. They have their SD and their CP class, and then if they have a Y cab, they have an M connotation on instead of a W. So
I think you might have just answered Wayne Welly's question there then, because I asked him to elaborate, and he says it's to do with the wheel config. I've heard the term.
Okay, I get you, Wayne.
So if you Coco Bobo, maybe that's where you've said C class and B class.
Right. Yeah, so your C locomotives would be 6-axle, your B would be 4-axle. So that's kind of the easy way to look at it. Unless it's EMD, and then you're dealing with SD and GP for the 6-axle and 4-axle respectively. So
no, that's
and
nice.
also one thing that GE also does, or to some extent now, is the horsepower rating is actually part of the name of the locomotive. So
right.
And that sort of has changed a little bit with the Zevos because of the Tier 4 moniker, or the Tier 4 compliance that's gone on. So on an ET44, you would have your E, which would be Evolution Series. Your T4 would be Tier 4 compliant engine. 4 would be 4,400 horsepower, and then AC would be your AC traction. So that's how it kind of goes. But it's hard to imagine. I remember these things when they were new, and now they're 20 plus years old. How the time flies.
Oh yes. Do you know what So when I first started, I mean, I know we're talking trains and buses. When I first started driving 22 years ago, I was very, very lucky. I got put onto a rota that had brand new buses. Sheffield had done this deal with the council. They wanted a bus lane so the buses could get through this particular road. And the council had basically said, yeah, we'll build you a bus lane if you put brand new buses on it. And I happened to be put on this rota that had these brand new buses. In fact, a couple of the buses, I was the very first person to drive that particular bus. Happened again in Bristol as well. Now, fast forward 15, 20 years later, and I'm working in Aylesbury, and in rolls this bus. It's exactly the same plate and the same bus as the one that I first drove. And it's funny that a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's an absolute shed. And I'm like, do you know what? I remember driving those when they were brand new. And it was really nice because obviously we talk about the old classic buses, and You know, there's not many people that can remember driving a Route Master when it was brand new and being the first driver to drive it. But I get what you mean. Like, you know,
Yeah.
These lovely brand new buses, they're absolutely terrible by today's conditions.
Yeah.
But they're the same bus.
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, these engines here, you can get 30, 40 years out of them.
Yeah.
You know, you can rebuild them. They can go
Yeah.
another 20 years. And
Yeah. I mean,
in
I've
fact,
got, let's say the buses I was driving 15 years ago, they were state of the art. But the buses we're driving now is like, oh, it's a hot day. I'll just put the aircon on. Oh my God, I'm freezing. You know, and it's things like that. And it's like, you know, oh, I don't like driving that bus. It's got no aircon, or the heaters don't work, or this, that, and the other. Or sounds like the bodywork's going to fall apart next time I go over a bump. You got
at Broke, we go through vans about every 3 years, 3 to 4 years, because they're just constantly running.
Yeah.
It may not be the case now because of, you know, the way with the railroad kind of deadheading everybody on trains now, we're not running as much. It may not be that way anymore, but before we was, you know, you could pretty well bet 3 to 5 years you're getting new vans.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, you're that much mileage and that much running,
yeah,
you'll need to, because idling is worse than driving it, isn't it, for condition to the cars?
Yeah. It can get pretty interesting going down the road around here, especially if it gets places like Memphis and even up here around Springfield, even though it's not quite as bad. But
so, how many miles are you chalking up on an average day then?
Well, when I was running to Memphis, you're probably looking at about 320. I'd say about 330 on average.
Wow. Well, I say wow, but actually, I mean, I'm used to low speed driving. So although I might be driving for 10 hours a day, I'm probably only covering about 100 to 150 miles a day, because I'm traveling at an average speed of 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now, when I used to do the overnight runs from Glasgow to London, that's 500 miles. But then we used to do 500 miles between two drivers. So we'd do about 1,000 miles in 2 days, but that would be split between two drivers. So we're doing about 250 miles a day. And now, obviously, I'm having a rest while the other one's driving. But yeah, I could probably, if I was doing it as a single run, I don't know if you're governed by any laws on driving times. But yeah, I reckon
we can work a maximum of 15 hours.
Wow. And is that actually driving for 15 hours?
I think it's 10 hours max driving, and
right.
The rest is 5 hours. So.
Sounds like you've got similar rules to us then. We can drive for a maximum of, well, it depends if you're doing service work or taco work, but doing service work, we can drive for up to 5.5 hours before we have a break. Up to 6 hours we can actually work, and then we can do a maximum of 10 hours a day.
I was just looking at Wayne's comment there about the big boy. Yeah, Wayne.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't never have an engine like that because that's way too much engine for my layout. I only have a 4x8 layout. So that engine would probably take up about half of it, and it probably couldn't make the curves. So.
I am off this almost midnight here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up.
Listen, I was actually thinking that anyway, but
okay.
Yeah, because it's been a long old stream and not a bad stream, considering that I haven't made anything. not done a thing.
No, we're talking.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, that's how it is. Yeah, right. Yeah, let me do a big catch up. Then
you've been doing all the chat.
Yeah. Well, you're 5 seconds behind us. You can't keep up, Michelle.
I know.
Right. Thank you, Dom. I don't know how to yet. That's an old comment which I've. That was about an hour ago, wasn't it? That was about half an hour ago. So MP, I'm gonna rest. A good night for everyone. Bye, MP. Oh, my computer's just really slow at the moment. Night, Manuel. What am I
Okay. I'll see you in the next one, Penny.
Take care, Dominic. Thank you so much for joining us, as
Yeah.
always.
Okay. See you later.
All right. Take care, my friend. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, Lindsay
Hi,
says
Dominic.
about the Coco and the Bobo. One's a clown, one's Yogi Bear's friend. I am doing this chat as quick as I can. What's the matter, Bobo? The one steam I like is the UP Big Boy. Carl needs to change from dial-up. So DS Models really enjoyed it. Night, everybody. Thank you. It's been an interesting evening. Oh, come on. And that's it. That's chat cut. Right. So, guys, I am going to finish the stream now.
All right, I'm gonna take off. So appreciate you letting me come on and bug you guys for a little
no
bit.
problems anytime. Thank you for talking about your railways. It's
Yeah, no problem.
I've learned something today anyway. I don't know about anyone else. So
maybe next time we chat again, I'll actually be back home and I'll show you this thing in action. Like to hear it too. It's got sounds. So.
Oh. Well, I tell you what, I'm building up questions for you, so I need you on my stream again in the future. Yeah.
And if I don't know the answer to them, I'll make an answer up for you. So
do you know what? That's how I do it. If you can't make it, fake it. Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. See you. Appreciate it.
Take care. Bye-bye. So Carl says, night all. Thank you. Right, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to finish the stream if you don't mind.
No, I need to go to bed. I'm up early in the morning.
Oh, what are you up to tomorrow then? Anything exciting?
Yeah, carers.
Carers. Fair enough. Oh, do they make you get up early, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would sack them and get other ones in.
I know, innit?
Yeah. Trouble is sometimes you have to work on their schedule a little bit, don't you?
Well, that's it, isn't it? I can't do much else about it.
No, it is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, as you can probably tell, I'm going to look for hairdresser tomorrow. I can't wait till I get back to Scotland. I think I'm a little bit overdue there. So what about you, Michelle? Are you up to anything special?
Not tomorrow. What day is it?
No.
Tuesday. No, quiet day tomorrow.
Nice. I do like this 5-second delay. It's quite funny. I talk to you and I'm like, we're going to have to get you some headphones, Michelle. You need to drop me a message on Facebook, give us your address, and I will send you some headphones, unless you don't trust me. So, yeah. Oh, bless you. Right. So, who wants to close the show?
You.
Me?
Yeah, you have your new saying now.
I can't remember what my new saying is. I've been working so hard for the last 7 days. I did see some on somewhere earlier on. I actually looked up. Can you believe this? Funny and inspirational quotes. Here we go, guys. If you're not failing every now and again, it's a sign you're not doing anything very innovative. How's that one?
Yeah, why not?
Right, so thank you for everybody who has joined the show but has now had to go. Scott, Randall, Dominic, did I miss anyone?
Not that I know of.
Sure, I missed somebody.
Lee.
Lee. I knew I missed some. Do you know when you just know but you can't remember?
Yeah.
So thank you to Michelle, who is a first-time person on my stream. Check out her channel. Her link is in the stream. And Oh, she's just dancing now. I was waiting for her to respond to what I've just said to her.
She stuck her thumb out before.
It's quite funny hearing Carl in the background as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I'm not
right.
responding.
No, that's fine. Don't So we have the soundless, the headphoneless Michelle. So check out Michelle's crafting corner, and we have Crafty Budging Mama. Are you making videos yet?
No.
Why?
Because too busy with a
serious face on. Oh, fair enough. You've got half an excuse there.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I've got some videos to. Well, it's not so much videos to make as videos to put together. Because I've not been keeping up with my videos. Right, guys. So I'm wondering how Michelle is going to be able to do the post stream chat, because she's got no headphones, so she can't hear, and she won't hear it through the stream because it's a post stream chat. So I don't know. How's that one going to work? Well, I guess we'll find out. Right, guys. So take care, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the views and all the likes. It really is appreciated. When is my next stream? My next stream is going to be Sunday, this coming Sunday.
Right.
So I will be doing well, hopefully there's loads and loads of goodies waiting for me to open, which is going to be a problem because I'll get home Saturday and I'll be looking at all these packages and going, I can't open them till Sunday. So it'll be a bit like being like you, won't it, Natasha?
Yeah, waiting a whole bloody week.
Well, I ain't got to wait a week. I've just got to wait a couple of days.
Exactly.
So
I
know, and there's more to come.
Oh God.
Well, apparently you got a bit of a collection of boxes going on, haven't you?
I have no idea. Yeah, I've got loads of boxes here.
It's because you're so lovable, Natasha. Everybody wants to buy you presents.
I know, but I don't expect it.
I know you don't expect it. That's why you're so lovable and so nice to buy presents for. You know, the people who say to me, "Oh, you better get me a bloody." It's like there was someone the other day, last year, a guy I worked with. He said, "Oh, you better get me a decent present because the one I bought for you is really expensive."
Oh God, no, I can't deal with them type of people.
No, I'm like, is that why you bought me a present, just so you get one off me?
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. My next stream will be Sunday, and then I will try to do a live stream a week. But because I'm going to be back in Kilmarnock, I tend to get my days off for the following week quite short notice. So I'm not really in a position to post up all of my my streams, but we will do our best to do as much streaming as we can. And yeah, if I don't see you before, I probably will. I will be back on live Sunday, and then there's New Year's Eve when I will be with Dominique. So guys, get your Christmas money ready, and then on New Year's Eve I want you to give it all to us so we can donate it to a nice charity. And gloves are going to come off, and may the best person win, me or Dominique. Obviously me. You know, vote for me. No, we'll see what happens. It's going to be a case of it's going to be nice and friendly, and then during the 2 hours of building, I know what I'm like. I'm going to be like, I want to win, and then as soon as the 2 hours is up, it's all back to being friendly again.
Yeah.
I will pull every trick out of the book that I possibly can. Anything I can think of, to try and win, I will. But it's going to be fun. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Okay.
Right, so we'll just give it 5 seconds for Michelle to say goodbye. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi.
There we go. And it's a goodbye from Natasha.
Bye everyone, and thank you, Penny, for the gifts you sent me.
Never a problem. Oh, Dominique said challenge accepted, Penny. Listen, I would expect no less from you, Dominique. Pull out every trick you can and may the best man win. Right, guys, see you later. Thank you ever so much to everyone that watched, even if it was just for 1 second. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.